What's up, everyone? How are we doing today? It's Nothing is Perfect. I'm Russell Holiday, and today we are here to watch the Vancouver Canucks versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. A couple desperate teams playing on Friday night, starting at 4 o'clock, bright and early on the Pacific time zone. Should be interesting. Obviously, Columbus is very close to getting into a playoff spot. The Canucks are about 5 points back right now of the St. Louis Blues because the St. Louis Blues refuse to lose, apparently. Yeah. So Vancouver Canucks, Columbus Blue Jackets, another biggest game of the year. We'll start off by saying hello to all you beautiful people in chat. We'll go through the stats that you want, but you don't really need. We're going to go through the Canucks lineup. During the first intermission, Dustin Boydell will be here for the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. We'll go through the ups and downs of the first period as well. We'll cover some of the latest Vancouver Canucks news of the day. During the second intermission, it's all about you guys. We're doing Canucks Trivia during the second intermission. You guys always enjoy that. So I've got some questions to ask you. If you get them wrong, don't worry. It's all good. It's just a time to learn about the Canucks and their crazy history. And then for the post-game show, Dustin Boydell will be back, and we'll do the Rusty and Dusty post-game, and we'll break down all of the action from tonight's game. So, without further ado, let's say hello. Zach, first one in chat. Go Vancouver! I think Rod was here too, and he said, Dobby, go Canucks, go Dobby! There's Zach. Leafs versus LA Kings tomorrow, Saturday, 7 p.m. There's me. Here we go. How'd you go? Sharks win against the Leafs 6-5 in the shootout. I saw that. Hilarious. The Leafs could not beat the Sharks. Doesn't make any sense. Jake Stakes Hockey in the house. Let's go Vancouver Canucks sports franchise. Unfortunately, I'm working, but you already know I'll be watching on my phone. Winky face. Naughty boy watching YouTube on your phone, eh? Rod laughing and crying. Jake Stakes Hockey. Russell, did you create the intro, by the way? It goes pretty hard. Yes, I did. The video itself is a bunch of videos I produced for Reddit during the playoffs last year. And then the soundtrack is free music that you can play on YouTube without getting copyrighted. But yeah, I wanted to have some nice heavy metal playing there. So that's what we went with. Zach, Leafs loss. I'm sorry, Zach. I shouldn't be making so much fun of your shitty Leafs. No, I'm just joking, Zach. Forgive me. Kind of joking. Jake Stakes Hockey. Sorry, Zach. First run exits are Toronto Maple Leafs. Jake the Pancake in the chat. Welcome back, Jake the Pancake. My very favorite Jake the Pancake. With that win, the Sharks have swept the season series against the Maple Leafs. Yeah, not only did they beat them yesterday, they beat them earlier in the year too, so... Welcome, Jake the Pancake. Sorry, Jake, there's already another Jake here. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Winky face, crying and laughing. Well, that's pretty rude. That's pretty rude. Jake's Takes Hockey. Big Mac, yo, what's shaking, everybody? Game time. It is game time. Hey, yo, says Jake Takes Hockey. Sup, Jake, says Big Mac. Oh yeah, Big Mac's gonna be on the show on Sunday. Just so everyone knows. Get ready for some Big Mac content. Mike Torrance, good luck, Canucks. Jake Stakes Hockey. And then Jake Stakes Hockey says, Jake Stakes Hockey, Jake Stakes Hockey, Jake Stakes Hockey, Jake Stakes Hockey. And then Big Mac says, just got off work myself, took off early to catch the game. Ha ha. And then Big Mac says, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac. And then Jake says, I have literally no staff, so therefore I cannot do that. Laugh out loud. Jake Stakes Hockey says, Big Mac, Jake Stakes Hockey, Big Mac, Jake Stakes Hockey, Big Mac, Jake Stakes Hockey. Repeat. Jake Stakes Hockey, Russ got a haircut. Yeah, we got a little bit of a trim, guys. We are officially at the point with my hair growth where we trimmed up the sides a bit, and we're going to let it grow now. So that's the last haircut you're going to see me get for the rest of the season, and maybe probably until we start next season again in September. So it's going to grow and grow and grow. The growing begins. Mike Torrance, Lanks and net to shine. Oh, Lanks night to shine. Yep. Hopefully he does good. Mike Torrance in the chat. Oh my God, haircut. I know, right? What do you guys think? Is it approval? Imagine losing to the Sharks, says Jake Stakes Hockey. Laughing and crying. Clown. Calvin99 Charlie, Russ trying to be Sean from Hot Ones. Laugh out loud. Hi, I'm Sean from Hot Ones, and I knew that in grade 4 you had a girlfriend named Samantha, and she gave you a present that was Optimus Prime. How did that affect you when you were in grade 4? That's what I imagine the questions that Sean would ask, right? Because he's always got the deep dive questions. Jake Stakes Hockey, you did not just call him your favorite Jake. Angry face, unsubscribe. Jake Stakes Hockey getting all offended, eh? Huh? I thought you were supposed to be tough, Jake. And then Zach says, blue, green, white. And then Mike Torrance says, you're doing preseason next year as well. Yeah, I'll do preseason next year as well. We might even try and do the same thing we did before where we stole the feed from Canucks.com. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll have the game on again. We'll have to figure out whether or not that'll get me copyright struck, but you never know. All right, let's hop on over to the stats that you want, but you don't really need. Jake, I'm sensitive. Sorry. Oh, and there's Canucks fan 94. A must win tonight. Let's go. Welcome back, Canucks fan 94. All right. Stats that you want, but you don't really need. Canucks, Friday night. They've done it 485 times. They're actually good on Friday nights, which is kind of odd. 246 and 220, which is great to see. At home, they're 158 and 134. On the road, they're actually 2 games above 500 on the road on Fridays, which is very rare to see for the Canucks. Interesting. March the 28th, they have played 23 times. They are 11 and 10. Oh, no. Oh, no. Canucks at home on March the 28th are 11 and 4. However, what is this doing? However, on the road, they've played 7 times. They are 0-6 and 1. They've never won on the road on March 28th ever in their history in 7 tries. So tonight is the night to change that. Canucks versus the Blue Jackets. They have played 66 times since the Blue Jackets entered the league. The Canucks have really spanked this team over the years. 23 and 6 at home against the Blue Jackets. They're 18 and 9 in Columbus, playing 32 times in Columbus. So it should be interesting to see if that trend continues. Canucks versus the Blue Jackets on Friday. They've played 13 times on Fridays. The Canucks are 4 and 1 at home and 5 and 2 on the road when playing on Fridays against the Columbus Blue Jackets. So we like those stats. We don't like that stat. This one's all right, and that one's okay. So, you know, three out of 4 stats that we like, you know, we'll take it. Canucks current leading scorers versus the Blue Jackets. Elias Pettersson has 10 goals in 11 games, not playing tonight. Hughes, 12 assists in 9 games, is playing tonight. But Elias Pettersson takes the overall 16 points in 11 games versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. But like I said, Elias Pettersson is not playing tonight, unfortunately. We're looking at the Blue Jackets versus the Canucks. Marchenko, 3 goals in 4 games, one of the newer guys, but still getting some goals. Bruce Jenner. That's not Bruce Jenner. Bruce Jenner's the father of the Kardashians. This Jenner has 5 assists in 18 games, and Zach Werenski has 7 points in 13 games. So he is the overall leader in points against the Canucks. There's me, very concerned about the situation. There's the trivia. There's Dustin. There's the whale. There's Dobby. And it is a 4 o'clock start against the Blue Jackets tonight, so it should be fun to see what happens. Let's hop over to the team stats here. In the last 5 games, Brock Besser has 6 points, and 5 of those are goals. 5 goals in his last 5 games, Brock Besser. Quinn Hughes has 5 assists in his last 5 games. So Sean Monahan, 2 points in his last 5 games. He leads the team. That's kind of crazy. Boone Jenner, not Bruce Jenner, Boone Jenner. 2 goals in his last 5 games. And then Sean Monahan, both of his points are assists. The Canucks did defeat the Columbus Blue Jackets 5-2 all the way back in December this year, playing again tonight. We're looking at the team stats. The Canucks are 15th in the league on the power play, so dead center like they've been pretty much the entire year, 21.9%. The Blue Jackets are a little bit behind that, 24th in the league at 18.6%. Penalty kill wise, the Canucks have been really, really good lately on the penalty kill. 4th in the league now, 82.7%. Blue Jackets, not so great, 25th in the league, 75.4%. When it comes to face-off, the Canucks are 21st. Luckily, the Blue Jackets are worse. They're at 27th at 47.5%. Looking at goals for per game, the Canucks are at 2.82, 22nd in the league. The Blue Jackets actually score pretty good, 3.14, 12th in the league. Comes to goals against, the Canucks are sitting in 19th, just below league average at 3.03. And then 26th in the league are the Columbus Blue Jackets at 3.31 goals against per game. We're looking at the last 10 games. The Canucks are 5-4-1. They have won 2 games in a row. The Blue Jackets, 2-7-1, only 2 wins in the last 10 games. Also coming off a win off the Islanders. So both teams coming off a win over the Islanders. Scores tonight, what we're keeping track of. I mean, Utah Hockey Club probably still has a chance. But when it comes to direct conflict with the Canucks, there isn't really anyone. Calgary's not playing. The Blues are not playing. Canadians we'll keep an eye on too. They are playing against the Hurricanes because when it comes to the standings, the Montreal Canadiens are hanging on to that last playoff spot right now. So looking to create some space. But when it comes to the Canucks, 85 points the St. Louis Blues have. 80 points the Canucks have. There is 2 games in hand. So theoretically, if the Canucks won those 2 games, they would only be 1 point out of a playoff spot. But that would still require the St. Louis Blues to lose their next game and the Canucks to win 3. So that the Canucks have entered that situation where they can no longer rely on their own skills to get into the playoffs. They must also rely on other teams losing, which is not great. Yeah. So let's hop back over to the bar and then we can go ahead and have a look at our lineup. So let's have a look first at the starting lineup for the forwards. Pius Suter with Jake DeBrusk and Brock Besser on your top line. Your second line comes in as Teddy Bluger, Drew O'Connor, Connor Garland. You got the Connor connection with Bluger. You got Linus Karlsson, Neil Zaman, and Jonathan Lekermacki playing together. And then your other line is Atu Ratu, Dakota Joshua, Kiefer Sherwood playing together. I know the NHL website had those 2 lines, the Ratu line and the Amon line switched. But, I mean, third, fourth line, they're pretty much, they could go either way, third or fourth line. If we're looking at the defense and the goaltending, again, nothing has changed since the last game, except for the goaltender. So you got Hughes and Hronek playing together. Still, you got Marcus Pettersson and Tyler Myers, who have seemed to figure out how to play with each other. And then your bottom pair, again, is Derek Forbort and D. Petey. The only change, like I said, Kevin Blankinen back in the net. Mr. Demko getting the night off. We'll probably have Demko playing against Winnipeg on Sunday against the Winnipeg Jets. Let's pull up the Canucks schedule actually here. All right. Yeah. So here's today. And then this is the next game, Winnipeg. This is the last game of the road trip. So I assume Demko will get the start there. Not a crazy turnaround, but it is a noon game on Sunday as well. This is the game Big Mac's going to be on for the second intermission. And then if we're looking ahead to, then the Canucks are back home for 3 games, away for 2, and then home for 3. And that's the entire schedule. So should be interesting to see how everything pans out for the boys in green, blue, and white. Back to the bar. Let's jump back into chat before game gets started. Looks like they're about to do the national anthems. Jake the Pancake, I mean, they do have Macklin Celebrani and Oscar winning actor Will Smith on their team. Yeah. I hear Will Smith smacked the Toronto Maple Leaf goalie last night. Is that true? Jake Six Hockey. All right, chat. Like I said, I'm gonna watch the game on my phone, so therefore I have to leave the stream. I'll try to pop in though every once in a while. And everybody enjoy the game. Yeah, you enjoy the game too, buddy. 4-3 win in OT, says Calvin 99 Charlie. That is the agreed upon thing. Oh, there's Boy Scouts. Look at the little Boy Scouts. I was a Boy Scout back in the day. Maybe I'll wear my uniform one day for you guys. My wife said immediately, no. I think I still have it kicking around. I'll get like my multiple sashes on here too and everything. She's like, no. They have like a 12-year-old singing the national anthem. Mike Dorrance, 6-1, laugh out loud. I know, right? It's a little scary. Sometimes the stats that you don't, that you want, but you don't really need are weird, right? Like March the 28th. Why have they never won an away game on March the 28th? It doesn't make any sense. Tonight's the chance. Calvin 99 Charlie. Nah, I think 4-3 loss in OT. Our away record is horrible. Jake Six Hockey. Messier, what are you doing here? And then Messier 11 says, Caitlin, star. Guess who's back to back again? Hi, Jazz. How's it going? Jason Negro in the house. Hi, Jazz Sauce, says Jake Six Hockey. Jake Six Hockey announces that he's leaving and then still stays in chat because he can't get enough of us. Calvin 99 Charlie. Jazz, you lost your green name. Oh, no. Guess Jazz is going to have to wait around to get a free gifted sub tonight. Yo, says Noah. How's it going, buddy? Welcome back. How are your Rangers doing? Jake Six Hockey, not as cool as us, right, Calvin? Sunglasses. Okay, now they're singing the national anthem of America. Oh, man. Yo, Noah. The coolest. Laugh out loud. Sup, Noah. Sup. Jake say, Canucks fan 94. Don't know if you read my message on Discord, but I am free for the game against the Ducks. Also, I have an idea if you are interested. Sure, yeah. Yeah, I did see your message on there. I thought I replied. I am interested. Dan Rourke is ref, question mark? Looks like it. Looks like it. Dan Rourke and Jake Brenk. As you can see here, listed on the right here. Where is it? Yeah, Dan O'Rourke and Jake Brenk. Back to the bar. Is that good at Calvin 99 Charlie? From what I understand, he's pretty chill ref, but I could be mistake him for someone else. Rangers and Canucks fan. Hey, Russ, sorry I'm late. Plus, on May 18th, my tablet broke and I got a new tablet. So everyone who sees this, say, the king returns. Welcome back, Emmanuel. How's it going, buddy? Hachiko, good game. Mike Torrance, that would be wild and great. Blues versus Oilers. In the playoffs, right? Zachary McNally, Leafs third period was good, says Hachiko. Welcome, Hachiko. Nice to have you. Jazz, Columbus has a nice stadium, but not the best state after the memes. Oh, no. The Columbus memes? Yeah, it's Ohio memes, I think, right? All right, the anthems are over. That means we are almost underway here in Columbus. Kevin Lankinen in net. Big Mac 133. Haha, yeah, will deked the S out of that goalie. Yes, he did. Plus, Russ, do you watch Demon Slayer? I do watch Demon Slayer, brother. Have you seen all the new season? Zach Wierenski. He's chewing his nails. Don't chew your nails, Jazz. It's bad. What's up, mofo? This is Swervin' Irvin. How's it going, Swervin' Irvin? Nice to have you, buddy. Always good to see that beautiful face of yours. Jazz. Draft. Chaos Giraffe. Kent McGuire. Russ looking suave as fuck today. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes. I've been watching a lot of a show with some New Jersey guys, so I'm going with a slick look today. The puck has been dropped. 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41. So, Opa Hokop? Opa Hokop? Am I saying that right, sir? Welcome to chat, Opa. Nice to have you. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that properly. All my wages on Canucks. Oh, no. I do not recommend ever betting on the Canucks. There's too much chaos. It's not that I don't think they're going to win. It's that I feel like the mojo that comes with the Canucks is that if you put money on them to win, they'll be like, no, sir. But either way, welcome to chat, Opa. Nice to have you. Jason J. Hey, Russell, can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Is that pretty good? Trying to do the eyebrow thing. Zach Wierenski shoots it wide. Stop swerving. So formal of you, Big Mac, calling him Swerving Irving. Get it? Because his name is Swerving Irvin. But it's Swerving. Because that's what his mom would call him if she was mad at him. She'd call him by his full name. Canucks dump it in. Suter can't get anything on the forecheck. Forbort puts it behind for Besser. Besser being pinned to the boards. Hey, yo. Jazz a bum. Oh, Noah's already talking smack. Brock Besser not happy. Feels like he got upended and maybe there should have been a call. Merz Lincoln's just stops it behind the net. Almost took his own net off too, all in one motion. Bunch of chaos there. Canucks intercepted at center. Sherwood shoots it just wide. Canucks pressuring again. But can't get the puck down low. Cole Sillinger, son of former Vancouver Canuck Mike Sillinger. I still wanted the Canucks to get him. I'm sad. Down in Ohio, swag like Ohio. Jazz, lock in, says Noah. Mike Torrance, can't wait for season 2 of Andor. Oh, are they doing another season of Andor? That's the Star Wars show, right? Nah, you lock in, says Jazz. Swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Yeah, we already had a couple swears in chat today, haven't we? Calvin 99 Charlie. Hachiko, I looked into Skibbity toilet mess. I wish I didn't laugh out loud. Yes, looking into Skibbity toilet was probably not a great idea. It's brain rot, man. Carlson chips it into the Columbus zone. Linus Carlson. Columbus moves it out through center. Shooting in right on Lankinen. Lankinen's just like, nah, I'm just going to cover this one for a face-off. Swerving Irvin, you kind of look like John Wick with the beard and the slick back combo. Thank you. I'll take a Keanu Reeves comment. And eventually I'll have a little more flow back here. I don't know. Can you guys see? There's just like a little bit of flow there. See that? Oh, do you see that one curl? There's a little one on this side too. You guys see it? And there's holes in my armpits. Oh, yep. There's holes in both armpits. My wife is now shaking her head at me. She's like, you literally have 25 shirts. I do have way too many t-shirts. But I got to stay cool. And the best way to stay cool is to have holes in your armpits. Hey, some people go to the store and pay good money to buy shirts with holes in them. So I'm just... My wife says it's dumb to buy holes with shirts with holes in them. I guess buying holes with shirts in them too would be bad. Yeah. You should only have like 4 holes. You got one for each arm, one for your neck, and one for your torso. Thank you, Swervin. I will take the Keanu Reeves. My middle name is Anderson, so makes sense, right? I am the one. Rangers and Canucks fan. My favorite Demon Slayer character is Nezuko. Nezuko's the sister, right? Nezuko? Yeah. My favorite is, well, you guys all know. You've seen my t-shirt. You know who my favorite Demon Slayer character is. Because I really relate, because I'm too beautiful, so I feel like I should be wearing a pig head. Just put a mill on the Nucks. Major Dow. I think Canucks lose 5-1. Major Dow showing up, dropping the 5-1 prediction of loss. Matt from the Pows. Howdy, y'all. It's going to be a great day. Sounds good to me, Matt from the past. Major Dow, I'm going to place a bet on Columbus. Laugh out loud. Sup, Matt? Sup, Major? Says Big Mac. Major Dow says Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac. Major Dow says, hey, buddy. Plus, Russ, you look like Leon Draisaitl with the beard and hair. No! I do not look like that German son of a bitch. Du bist ein Schweinhund, da habe ich einen Kleinkopfseher. Sprechen Deutsch? Jazz says, hey, shut up, Noah. Fight, 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 fight. Oh, it's just like 3 seconds into the game and you guys are already fighting again, eh? Oh, Noah, you got a prom date today? Congratulations. What are you going to do for your prom date? Are you going to get a nice like car to go to the prom in? Where's Lincoln's with a save on the Canucks' second shot of the game? What kind of car are you going to take? Can you drive? Hello, Big Mac, says Matt from the past. Calvin 99 Charlie, do it, Major. Can maybe jinx them into winning. Mohammed in the chat. Hello, Russell and everyone. Hope you all doing well. We're doing better now that you're here, buddy. Hachiko, Noah, is Jazz your prom date? That would be funny. Swervin' Irvin. If you want a win-win, put money on the Blues to beat the Avalanche. St. Louis wins, you get money. Colorado wins, the Canucks get better playoff odds. I think I'm going to literally just start betting against the Canucks every game. Right? Because then if they lose, then I get money. Right? So every time they lose, I would get money. Which is a lot this year. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go, says Mohammed. Exactly, Calvin. Yep. Major Dow and Calvin are on the same page when it comes to their wagers. My goodness. What did that go off of? Gabranson, former Vancouver Canuck. Do you guys remember Gabranson playing for the Canucks? Brain rot, says Noah. Hello, Mohammed, says Jazz. Matt from the past. I am 49% cheering for the Blue Jackets, so Ottawa drops out of the wild card spot, but 51% still prefer Canucks win. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad that the majority of you are still cheering for the Canucks. Blues don't lose, so you're cooked. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to win every single game for the rest of the year, I'm pretty sure. Today, I'm really excited about Andor's second season. Oh, it comes out today. You're not the only one that's looking forward to it. Major Dow, brain rot, mistakes were made. Calvin, I know Charlie. Matt, 69% is a better percentage. Oh, my. And as soon as oh, man. Demko. Oh, Demko. I said Demko. Lankinen kicks it out, but it stayed right in front of him, and the Canucks defense cleared it out. Lankinen stops it behind his net, leaves it for DPD, who puts it up for Connor Garland, who gets checked but manages to get the puck out. Pass behind O'Connor. Scoreboard passes over for DPD. DPD puts it over for O'Connor. O'Connor gets the center and dumps it in. The Canucks will go for a change. Nice hole, laugh out loud. I mean, the ones here are pretty small. This one's pretty big, though. Must be my stinky armpits. I 69% want BJs to win. What? This is and not suitable for work. I gotta blur out the screen when I read stuff like that. Mohammed, I am almost the same way like Russell. Yeah, just can't bet on the Canucks. Ooh, Besser intercepts it at center, puts it in the middle. Puck to the front, and Lincoln kicks it away. I don't think it was even really a shot. It was more of a pass. But right now, they gave the Canucks a shot for it. 4 shots apiece, kids. You got to reach for the clothes that have good mojo. Calvin and Charlie. Russ is like me. If the t-shirt still works, you still use them. My girlfriend insists on buying my new tees. My wife is like, no matter how many I buy for him, he never gets rid of any. Hey, I've gotten rid of a couple. Oh, Dakota Joshua flips it towards the front of the net. Quinn Hughes couldn't get a clean one, though. Looks like Columbus just put the puck over the glass. And that will be a penalty. Oh, looks like EPD might have taken a puck off the foot or something. He's skating it out. They called that? Yeah, I know, right? HWO, huh? Learn the rules, ref. Jazz is tripping. Sorry, though. I just really hate Brady. Fair enough. But listen. How about, well, I mean, Ottawa is 81 points. They're 7 points clear of the Islanders right now. So right now, Columbus's chances are more likely that they're going to end up taking over Montreal's spot. So, but can you guys look at this too? What is this? Montreal's 3-3-4. New York Islanders are 4-3-3. The Rangers are 3-6-1. Columbus is 2-7-1. The Detroit Red Wings are 3-7-0. And then the Bruins are 2-7-1. All these teams that are all battling for a playoff spot are absolutely pooping the bed. So, chaos. Oh, never mind. We look good, says Mike Torrance. I disagree, Mike. I missed the snow. Calvin already misses the snow. It's barely spring, and Calvin's like, I want the snow back. Bro, you do look like Draisaitl. No! Das ist nicht gut! Du bist ein Schweinhund. Swerve and Irvin love Draisaitl. I'll drive. Laugh out loud. That's good. Will there be women involved at prom? Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Noah just said he's got a date. Everyone in chat, who's better than McDavid? Who's better, McDavid or Draisaitl? Jazz, rip Johnny Hockey. Yep, rip Johnny Hockey. Smart, you've got to bet big versus Canucks. That's messed up, Noah. This season, Dry is better, but all around, I'd still probably say McMoney. Canucks start their first power play. Quinn Hughes on the point, puts it down for Lekermacki. Lekermacki puts it back up on Hughes' stick. Hughes puts it over to the other side, and the shot gets blocked and goes. Oh, and then Besser stumbles. Now Quinn Hughes has got to defend a 2-on-1 again. Oh my goodness, Quinn Hughes actually stopped a 2-on-1. It's a damn Christmas miracle. Lekermacki carries it in. DeBrusque stops behind the net, but loses the puck. Lekermacki moves it up the boards. Pius Suter tries to get it up for Besser, who he does. Besser high slot, puts it down low. That puck gets intercepted. A very clean interception. A good read by the Columbus defenseman. And they put it down the ice. Where's Demko? Did he leave again? No. Demko played 2 games in a row, so they're giving him a rest. He'll probably play again on Sunday. Ugh, Gabranson. So Swerve and Irvin remembers Gabranson. Jake's the pancake. With that logic, every Sharks fan should be a millionaire by now. Yep. Quinn Hughes, top of the slot. Puts it down for Garland. Garland skates to the top of the slot. He puts it down low for... And the Canucks score! He puts it down for Sherwood. Sherwood pops it out front, and it looks like... Carlson? Was it Carlson? Linus Carlson for your Vancouver Canucks. Recently called up from the baby Canucks down the number 1 in Abbotsford. Linus Carlson with some power play time and scores. Yeah, good movement by the Canucks. To the point. Down low to Garland. Garland puts it over for Sherwood in front, and then Sherwood puts it over for Carlson, and Carlson puts it right across into the net. Actually goes off of Merge Lincoln's pad and into the net. So another good pass from Sherwood, who's been really doing well. That's 4 points in the last 2 games now for him, which is wild. The Vancouver Canucks have taken a 1-0 lead, and Major Dow dropping a gifted membership. Milosh getting the free gifted membership from Major Dow. Thank you very much, Major Dow, for the gifted membership. Dobby's college fund is flowing over. We appreciate it. And then Swerve and Irvin says, Linus, go, 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 go. And then Zach says, go, go. And then Noah says, go. And then Messier says, Nux, score. And then Noah says, let's go. And then Big Mac says, go, 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 go. Boom, go, go. And then Noah says, let's go. And then Matt from the past says goal, 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 goal. And then Calvin 99 Charlie says Trevor Linden goal, 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 Trevor Linden. And then Shroom Merchant in chat. Go Canucks, beat the Jackets for Detroit. Welcome back, Shroom Merchant. We'll see what we can do for you, buddy. Carlson says KJ. Welcome, KJ. Nice to have you, buddy. And then Noah says beat the bum Blue Jackets. Mike Torrance, yay! Zach, wow! Mohammed, Canucks score! And KJ says, salutations all. Good timing, KJ. Let's Carlson! Goal, says Mohammed. KJ says, go, 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 Dobby. And then Mers Lincoln covers the puck in his own crease. Canucks driving the net. Milosh, okay. Banana, eggplant, Dow, eggplant. Oh no, is that him sleeping? Yeah, you're having a nap. I guess you get some okays and a banana and an eggplant and then a Dow and then you have a nap. Mohammed, go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Come on, guys. Spam la 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 la. Whoop whoop. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Wings are cooked, says Noah. Gone with a shot. There's Lincoln's with a save, and he'll glove it and cover it up. So Russ can't stop saying la 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 la. Jake the Pancake, let's hope that Lincoln's decides to skate out and play the puck from the blue line again. Yes, Jake's the Pancake. I agree. That's what we want to see. Major Dow. Go Canucks, glow. Go Canucks, glow. The Tao of love. Go Canucks, go, says Noah. Messier says Canucks need to keep winning as the Blues won their 8th in a row last night. Yeah, isn't it wild? Please, Russ, can people in the chat pay for a membership for another person in chat? Emmanuel, it's random. We already talked about this. I cannot control who gets the free gifted memberships from Major Dow. It is random. Very random. La 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 la. Major Dow. Dow Heart. Shroom's just like, stop the singing. Gotta work on those la la las, bro. For real. Oh my gosh. That la la went right down my throat. Quinn Hughes skating through center. Drops it for Besser. Besser stops in this face-off dot and shoots and scores! He had so much damn time! Brock Besser puts it past Merce Lincoln's glove. No chance for Merce Lincoln. That's wild. Quinn Hughes is down in the corner, but he's still smiling. Cylinder's in there. Oh, the Canucks are celebrating by fighting with the Blue Jackets. You love to see it. Hilarious. This is the best goal celebration they've had all year. Quinn Hughes is grabbing onto a man, holding him by the shoulder. Looks like they're going to probably put 2 people off. Quinn Hughes gets decked, but then Brock Besser has 1,000 years to line up a shot. Quinn Hughes took his man, and then Brock Besser just skates it and rips it. Oh my goodness. Woo! Vancouver leads. Quinn Hughes gets decked, but then he does his best to hold on to the player's stick. Hilarious. Oh my goodness. Woo! 2-0, says Messier. Woo, says Swervin Irvin. Russ, I didn't please, I said, plus the math equation. What? Swervin Irvin. Go, 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 go. I didn't say please. Fair enough. Oh, Columbus is getting a power play for some reason out of that. Hachiko says go, 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 go. La, 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 la. Big Mac says go, 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 go. Boom. Go, 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 go. And then Matt says go, 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 go. And then Calvin 99 Charlie says Trevor Linden goal, Trevor Linden goal, Trevor Linden goal, Trevor Linden goal, Trevor Linden. And then Mike Torrance says woohoo! And then Matt says goal and a fight. Canucks score, says Mohammed. Goal! And then Jazz says woo! La 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 la. And then Mohammed says go Canucks go! Go Canucks go! And then Major Dow says here, have a free gifted membership, Van Isle Alley. Watching from the shadows. But we have seen Van Isle Alley, and I love Van Isle Alley's image. It is She Loves with the ice pack on the head. Hilarious. Of course, we get extra 2. How the F does that work? Dustin, your guess is as good as mine, buddy. What? Says Crawford. So it is 2-0 for the Canucks, but they did end up taking a penalty. And then Zach says, go, 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 go. Noah says, sorry, y'all. I think the Blues are going to win. Does not sound like don't forget about me. Canucks would have a playoff spot in the East. Yeah, isn't that weird? Gary Wiseman. So turns out we play better without Miller and Pettersson laughing and sweating. That was the key all along. We should have traded both of them right at the beginning of the year. Columbus onto their power play. They've set up right in the middle of the slot. Werenski gets a shot off, but it gets blocked and gets kicked all the way down for Merzlikins. Oh, yeah, sorry. Too evil! My wife says too good. And remember, you guys, if we get this number up to 1,000, that means my wife will be sitting right here for a stream. So you guys got to get this number to 1,000. Oh, I think that went off Lankin and then off the post. Sillinger puts it in front, goes off a Hronek stick and right to Lankinen. The Canucks clear it to the corner. 35 seconds left to go on the power play. Just under 8 minutes left to go in the first period. Put in front. Kevin Lankinen comes across on deflection. And the Canucks manage to chop it all the way down the ice into the corner. Merzlikins stops it for his teammate. 18 seconds left to go in the Columbus power play. Shots are now 6-6. Refs suck. Ice pack Artie greater than bug-eyed Artie. Yeah, agreed. Better than. Canucks breaking out. Suter with a shot. Merzlikins with a save. Puck comes to the corner. And then the Columbus Blue Jackets take a penalty because they're idiots. You wrapped your man up and he fell down, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It's about as clear as day that was a penalty, bro. Can we have all 3 Petterssons? No, you can't have any of the Petterssons, bro. And then Big Mac's like, too evil. I got a Dobby hair in my mouth. Oh my goodness. He's everywhere. Too evil, says Zach. Too evil, says Matt. Everyone subscribe, says Noah. Bad PP soon, says Matt from the past. Big Mac tripping. Big PP. Lefty all around. Sherwood playing well. Good to see. Yeah, lefty all around. I agree. Jazz. Bad PP. Noah. Midnight Solar crying somewhere. Yeah, Midnight Solar, are you here, buddy? Just say hello if you are. Milosh says, thank you, Major Down. And then Muhammad says, Canucks PP. And then lefty all around says, who needs number 40? We are telling here. Much appreciated, says Milosh. I want Marcus Pettersson to get a goal, says Jazz. Yeah. The only Pettersson left. I'm just holding onto my drink right now. I haven't even sipped it after the cheers. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's a good one today, kids. The blue cup is doing me good today. Lefty around. We are gelling here. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You got to have that. They said it 100 times in all their interviews, right? That next man up mentality. You got guys that are going to be injured. It's a part of hockey. Everyone gets injured. And all you got to do is make sure that you got guys prepared to take steps into that role. Yeah, good work by the Canucks to box out there. Johnson puts it at the front of the net. Sillinger tips it on. Lankinen makes the save. And then Hronek and Garland and Bluger gets tripped. Severson puts his stick into Bluger's feet. Bluger and the Vancouver Canucks go to the power play. Messier, I remember the days when Detroit Red Wings were in the West. Yes, me too. I'm old, just like you. Just like you, buddy. Such a weird time. Oh. Canucks win the faceoff so well, it goes all the way back down into their own zone. Quinn Hughes will take it behind his own net. And they'll have to try and set up in the Columbus zone. Quinn Hughes drops the puck for Besser. Besser rings it all the way down. Wow, they did really good. That was a good set play. Hughes, Suter. Oh, tries to get a shot deflection, but it looks like it went wide of DeBrusque. Puck rings around the boards for Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes puts it down low. Brings it back up to the blue line. Puts it over for Hughes, Suter. Hughes, Suter skates to the middle. And then Brock Besser, and the Canucks score again! It's 3-0! The Canucks on the power play! Get it down low and jam it into the net! Jake DeBrusque with a goal on the power play. Things have gone off the rails for the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Vancouver Canucks are now up 3-0. So Suter puts it over for Besser. Besser shoots it. Rebound comes over to DeBrusque. And does DeBrusque score, or does he put it over for Leckermacky? Ah, yes, DeBrusque manages to get the rebound and scoops it right under Merzlikins. Good work by DeBrusque. Woo! 3-0. Swerve. Go, 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 go. Etsy, go, 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 go. Goal. PP, go, 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 go. Attaboy, DeBrusque, says KJ. Big Mac says, go, 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 go. Boom, go, goal. And KJ says, go, 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 go. Dobby. And then Calvin 99 Charlie says, Trevor Linden, goal. 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 Trevor Linden. And then Mike Torrance says, woohoo! And then Chico says, go, 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 go. And then Big Hog Hockey, welcome Big Hog Hockey. Haven't seen you yet tonight. Bang! And then Calvin 99 Charlie, WTF? Question mark, question mark. Kent McGuire, bro, what the F? Let's go! Yeah, Kent McGuire, I can't believe it either. Big Hog Hockey, go, 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 go. And then Muhammad's like, Canucks score! And then Lankinen makes 2 saves. He makes a save and then saves on the rebound. Columbus with control in the Canucks zone. Oh, the fans were upset. The Canucks put a hand on their man, and now they're all upset about it. Canucks managed to clear the puck all the way down. Unfortunately, they cleared it a little too far down and have forgotten how to play the game of hockey. They're like, well, we're up 3-0. We don't really need to play it by the rules anymore, do we? Yes, you do. That's icing. Learn the rules. Yeah, Brock Besser with an assist on that goal, too. DeBruce! DeBruce, there it is. DeBruce, there it is. No, Borneo, I heard my boy Russ screaming from the other room. Ooh, and then the Columbus Blue Jackets try and get to the front of the net. Lankinen blocked it. Sure, with a nice hit. Jarred him free, so then Bluer could get it out. And then Sherwood just chips it down into the Columbus zone, moves it on the forecheck. DeBrusque with his 24th of the season. Puck comes out to center. Hronek, indirect pass to Sherwood. Sherwood, indirect pass to Ratu. Ratu gets the puck down low, takes the hit to make the play. 5 minutes left to go in the first period. Rod from Kamloops. How's it going, buddy? Go, 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 go. And then Blended Families like, CBJ is dust. And then Muhammad's like, goal. And then Gameray's like, yes, DeBrusque. And then Joshua comes in. Oh, Joshua couldn't quite get control on the other side. I think Merzlikins might have gotten a piece of his poke check on that DeBrusque attempt. Zachary, go, go, go. Rod's like, go, go, go. Trevor Linden, goal. Trevor Linden, goal. Trevor Linden, goal. Trevor Linden, goal. Dobby, 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 Dobby. And Calvin 99 Charles is like, big hug. And then Big Hog Hockey's like, 3-0, let's go. And Jazz is like, Jake DeBrusque. Jake DeBrusque. Jake takes hockey. Jake takes hockey. DeBrusque. Jake has a big snake. DeBrusque. Big Hog Hockey, my favorite person in chat. I thought Noah was your favorite person in chat. No, Jazz. Wow, says Zach. This team makes me hard. What does that mean? What do you mean? Are you like working out every time they score? Because then if you do like as many, maybe 10 push-ups for every goal they score, that's a lot of push-ups. Lankinen makes a save and the puck goes below him. Then there's a tussle in front. The boys gather for a chat. Scoreboard's getting shoved, and he's like, yeah, little man, come on, Olivier. Shove me into my goalie again, see what happens. Same, Hachiko says, big hug. Oh, you guys are both doing the push-up challenge? So every time the Canucks score, you do 10 push-ups, right? That's how you get hard, right? Mohammed. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Whoa, big hug. Luke Flyswatter. Okay, we can let up now. No, Luke. No. No letting up. We cannot let up, Luke Flyswatter. Rod, go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Rod, have I ever told you that you have a beautiful smile? I don't think I've ever told you that. Big Hog Hockey just got here. Are we losing? Yes, we're losing. Big Mac 133, lanky with the 2 pad saves. Jazz, go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. And then Rod's like, Dobby, go. Dobby, go. Dobby, go. Dobby. And then Chico says, yeah, Big Hog, the Canucks are losing 0-200. Sup, Big Hog? Great save, lanky, says Mohammed. Rod, Lankinen and Demko, what a tandem this is. Imagine a full year with a healthy Quinner and a firing on all cylinders. PD, scary good. I agree, Rod. Oh, man. Bruce Boudreau on Cameo responds very quickly. Can confirm. Did you get a Bruce Boudreau one? Because I saw the boys over at Canucks Uncensored got a Bruce Boudreau cameo, which is amazing. Where's LeBron? Mac Big. Kobe is better. Yeah, Kobe was better. Hog Big. Damn it, Chico. Damn it, Chico. Score. Caitlin Clark is the GOAT, hands down. Who's Caitlin Clark? Will PD have a spot on the line when he gets back? Sorry, PD. I know you make $11.6 million, but you've been replaced by Niels Alman. Thanks, Jazz. Go Gib. Is he needed? Jazz, come on, bro. It means exactly what you think it means, Russ. Yeah, that you're doing push-ups, right? Mr. Rainbow Boy, let's keep his mind pure. Yeah, I'm just innocent and naive, so don't ruin that for me. I was raised by a God-fearing lady. Matt, this is the best, by far the best 3 games the team has played all season, says Matt from the past. Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of winning streaks on this Canucks teams. 2 games so far. Love what commercial? No, don't worry. You're also the worst. B-Dog in the chat. Touch my goalie and wake up in the hospital. Yeah, B-Dog. Welcome to chat. You get it. Derek Forbort can't let Olivier push him around like that, especially when it's into Lankinen. Get that number 18 on the ice for the to Chet. Jazz is crying. Mr. Rainbow, Vancouver goal from Edmonton, Alberta. We got Jake DeBrusk. Dakota Joshua puts it around the boards. Ratu puts it back for him into the corner. Bouncing puck, though. Ratu in on the forecheck now. Good body position, keeping it in the corner up the half boards. Sherwood puts it back to the point for Forbort. Forbort with a sniping shot. That one gets blocked in front. Noted goal scorer Derek Forbort. Ratu tries to get into the Columbus zone, but it gets blocked at the blue line. Talk it. Michael LeBlanc in chat. Shocked as we all are. Luke Fighter. Russ misread my comment. Oh, did you say don't let up now, boys? Is that what it was? Oh, okay. Yeah, you did. I did misread it. Okay, we can't let up now. Truth. I'm sorry, Luke Flyswatter. I misread you. I was like, this doesn't sound like Luke's Flyswatter. He would never tell the Canucks to let up. Touch my goalie, wake up on Big Hog's basement. Oh, man. How many people got tied up in your basement these days, Big Hog? Jake the Pancake. We're losing successfully. Michael LeBlanc. 3-0. Laugh out loud. Good period for the Blue Jackets. Hope they keep playing like this, says Gary Wiseman. And then Major Dow showing up, giving the gifted membership. Look at that. Jazz getting the free gifted membership for Major Dow. Thank you very much, Major Dow. The Canucks are trying to put you in the poorhouse, and Lankinen makes a save on the side of the net with 1:20 left to go in the first period. Shots are 9-9, but the score is 3-0. Major Dow giving Jazz the gifted membership. Jazz laughing and crying. Milosh, go Canucks, go. Lefty all around. The weakest link tonight is O'Connor. Kobe wouldn't have sold like that yesterday. Yeah, I mean, LeBron does that sometimes. Kevin 99 Charlie. Canucks conversation has that goalie. I forgot his name. But yeah, he got a cameo. Rip, says Jazz. Swerving Irvin. I did a pump up cameo from Bruce last summer for my beer league en route to our 5th division title. Hell yeah. 5 division titles. Rip. Big hog. Woo! Clay Canucks conversation, I mean. Lankinen blocking off the side of the net. Columbus jamming away. 1 minute left to go in the first period. Columbus in the corner battling for the puck. A rugby game has broken out on the corner, and the Columbus Blue Jackets come out. Puts it to the front of the net. Backhander just wide. Puck to the front. Blocked. Poked away by Myers. Marcus Pettersson rips it up the boards. Canucks try and get it out. Can't get it out. Stays in. Suter collects it. Columbus is just like trying to throw hits and stuff for some reason. But they're changing, so the Canucks are just chilling. The fans are booing. Caitlin Clark is the new superstar in the WNBA. She's a monster. Like female Steph Curry. Oh, whoa, my dude. What? What did I say? What did he say, Noah? Or is Steph Curry the male Caitlin Clark? That's a good point, too. All right. We are into the first intermission. Canucks are up 3-0. This is unusual. I don't really know how to feel right now. Touch my big hog. Wake up in heaven. What? Things are getting aggressive. Holy guacamole. You're welcome, Luke. I'm sorry I misread that, but I'm glad that you mentioned it. If I ever mess up reading your guys' comments, make sure you let me know. Reading is hard sometimes for me. You have fans booing the home team. I don't know if they're booing the home team's Irvin. I think they might have just been booing the fact that the Canucks were standing behind their own net. That's what we'll assume. I don't think they're booing them yet, but you never know because you never know. When your team's losing 3-0, people start booing. Alrighty. Well, you guys know what happens during our first intermissions. We get an upgrade on the hosts for Nothing is Perfect during the Rusty Dusty Sideshow with Dustin Boydell.
It's not an upgrade. It's just something different. Sometimes you just want something a little different.
They just want someone to wear some Canucks memorabilia. I keep on getting crap for that. But you know what? Foo Fighters. Woo!
Hey, yeah, that works too.
I got another confession to make. I wasn't expecting a 3-0 period for the Canucks.
I see what you did there.
Pretty wild, eh?
When was the last time we had a 3-0 lead going into the first intermission?
Man, we'd have to do some digging because it does not happen very often, but we'll call it.
I feel like I didn't have gray hair then.
No. The year was 1994. Yeah, I mean, just like all around, like it wasn't even, it was just one line. It felt like all 4 of those lines were out there. And I mean, it was a pretty evenly played game, except for maybe Columbus losing it a little bit, taking some dumb penalties, and the Canucks took advantage.
Yeah, I mean, the puck over the glass is just Monahan rushing there, a rolling puck, and a really good job, Linus Karlsson. That's the kind of stuff he's been doing down in Abbotsford, being that net front presence and right there, stick on the ice, dirty areas, and he's really good at playing that position now, really good at boxing out. It's something that I forgot to bring up last game on the Lecker-Mackey goal was his box out in front of the net in New Jersey. That was a big reason why Lecker was able to be open for that goal. So Karlsson doing what he has been doing really well down in Abbotsford and showing that he is almost making that transition now to the NHL level. And it's really a testament to the coaching that Malholtra's doing. These guys bouncing up and down, and when they come up and get into the lineup, they don't look out of place at all, which is huge to the preparation that they're getting down in Abbotsford with the minor league coaching.
I mean, imagine go back a couple of years when the Canucks had a team in Utica. The amount of up and down that we've seen on this Canucks roster, back and forth between Abbotsford, the chaos that would ensue as a result of it being in Utica, and because the coaching style was completely different from what they were doing up in Vancouver. But now with both teams working very closely together, you got the Sedins moving back and forth between both teams. All of a sudden, you have guys that are able to just step into the lineup and make a difference right off the bat.
Exactly. And there's a lot of cohesion throughout the entire organization when it comes to player personnel and how they develop their young players, and it's really starting to pay dividends. We've seen it with DPD coming up and just being a third round pick and now looking like an absolute steal of a draft pick. Going forward. I mean, he's not he will be with the big club for the rest of the season. Like, he's no longer eligible for the AHL playoffs, so for all intents and purposes, he is now a full-time NHL player. And that's incredible for that draft class, for him to come out of there as a third rounder and already be ready to play at the NHL level. I mean, that's not only his development as a junior, but the work that he did early this season. I was praising him early on and saying, get ready for him to be called up because it's coming. And then as soon as he came up, everyone saw what I was talking about. And another good period from all the defense, the PK, which is now fourth, knocking on the door of being third best in the league. Another very clean penalty kill. And then now the power play, figuring some stuff out there. We talked about the Carlson goal, but then DeBrusk getting his power play goal there. Man, could we use him getting on a heater now? There's the one, so hopefully we can see him get going. And then what a play by Hughes for the drop pass to Besser, who had all week, not all day, all week with that puck to pick the corner on Merzlikins. Because, I mean, good luck. You cannot give any NHL score. Any guy who scored 20 or more goals in the NHL has that kind of time. I'm taking them over the goalie 99% of the time.
Well, that's so smart from Quinn Hughes too. Like, he fell, but then you could also see him do the classic veteran thing where he grabs the stick of the guy who tripped him and takes him to the corner with him. And then suddenly the other Columbus defenseman reacts. But like you said, 10 years later, suddenly he gets close to Besser and the puck's already in the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, had forever to pick his spot there and made no mistake. That's really good to see. And then Besser also great pass finding DeBrusk. After that first power play with the first unit was pretty rough. Besser's kind of shouldering more of the load as trying to be a playmaker, which he's typically not. It's good to see him trying to get a little bit out of his comfort zone and play a little more of that dynamic game, making him more of a line driving guy, because that's one of the big things I've been saying about Besser that makes him less valuable than some other guys around the league, is that he doesn't have that ability to push the play himself. He needs someone else to drive it for him. But if he can somehow, at this stage of his career, turn that switch and become a two-way threat in the offensive zone, boy, would he really earn that extension and have much more of a case for the 8-8.
Yeah.
8-5, is what I'm saying. If he's just predominantly a guy who you rely on, gets clutch goals, but is just going to be in those areas to shoot. I just don't think it's someone you can invest for the duration that he's asking. But if he's going to start adding that type of extra dynamic to his game and prove to them that, yes, this is where he wants to be and this is how he wants to help and fit in, and he's going to learn to drive the play, then absolutely. Like, this Brock Besser I can get behind 100%. It's not like I'm not behind him, but this I can fully get behind. This is the Besser I need all the time.
Is there any downs for the Canucks during that period? Hard to find them when
obviously
3-0.
I mean, the only real thing is the face-off dot, which has been a struggle, obviously, for a bit here. But really no real harm done there in the first period, other than it allowed Columbus to get a few extra shots. But it didn't really lead to any dangerous chances so far. Canucks doing a good job of limiting that. We'll see how the temperature remains on this game. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets a little hot. 3-0 already. The pulse started rising a bit. You could see Columbus starting to get a little frustrated. So we'll see how this second period goes. But I wouldn't be surprised if you saw one Olivier running around looking for someone to chuck Nucks with.
I feel like it's one of those games he's probably not going to find a partner, though.
Joshua might oblige since we're far enough ahead. We'll see. But obviously, you don't want to see him getting an injury. You know what? DPD might drop him because he's not afraid to. I've seen him fight in junior, and then also I've seen him muck it up in Abbotsford, and he can hold his own. So we'll see what happens. But looking forward to the rest of this game. Canucks really working hard to stay in that playoff race.
So Max Sasson getting the call up from the Abbotsford. He does not get into the lineup tonight, but he was called up on an emergency basis. Apparently, there's a few guys still dealing with the flu. It seems like the Canucks have had the flu pretty much the entire year. They've just been passing it back and forth. But really goes to what you said about Max Sasson, right? Like he has been working his butt off down there. He's an assist machine, so really deserves the call to come up, even though, half the AHL team is up here. But obviously the Canucks are still thinking he's an asset to have up here with the team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's a great bottom six depth guy who with huge offensive upside, and he's working on his game to actually push into being more of a top six guy. He really listens to what the coaches have to say. I love hearing him talk about the learning that he's doing this year and how it's really changed from previously in his career and the work that Manny Malhotra has done with him. It's really awesome to see the type of energy that our young guys have with the work they're doing down there in Abbotsford, and it really resonates when they come up and show how hard they can work and just fit into the lineup and just push the play and do everything they can to show that they want to be here. So yeah, it's a double-edged sword. I say it's unfortunate that he's not in the lineup, but also he was covering for obvious flu symptoms for some people. But it's good that more of our guys were able to go tonight, because it sounded like it was Bluger who was likely going to be the one that was maybe not going to be well enough to go tonight. So we would have had very interesting center depth had that occurred.
Well, Gary Wiseman, the funniest man in chat, just said, turns out Teddy Pfluger was able to play after all. Sasson not needed.
Yeah, he wasn't Pflugering.
We're on Willander watch. The Boston Terriers, who he plays for down in his in the NCAA, won again, so they will be once again playing for the next game. They'll be facing the 16th Cornell team in the regional final on Saturday, so happening tomorrow. Now, I'm going to show this as well, because this came out as well. It's a tweet from Cam Robinson. I'm told negotiations between the Canucks and top defensive prospect Tom Willander are ramping up. And then after you saw this, you said to me, it's actually illegal for the Canucks to be discussing with Willander about the contract already until he's done his season. So my question is, are they negotiating under, the cloak and dagger kind of scene, which we know happens in the NHL, or is this just the reporter who's trying to get some clicks on his tweets?
I think it could be a case of a reporter just using the wrong words to describe the situation.
Yeah.
Like, I think maybe the contract watch is ramping up, but like no negotiations can officially happen between organization and agent until the NCAA season is completely over for that specific player. And that's pretty strict through the NCAA rules. It's not particularly an NHL rule, I believe, from what I was reading. But what is for sure is that the Canucks definitely have an offer ready to go for like the second he's done and ready to be able to be negotiated with. Like they have, like, it's not the first NCAA player they've had to prepare for. So they likely have like his entry level contract drawn up and ready to send to the agent the minute it happens. So it's not like there's nothing going on, but it's not like there's a back and forth happening at this very moment. We will have to wait for that to happen and see if Wiellander and the Canucks will have to go back and forth a bit. But honestly, I mean, most junior guys, this stuff kind of happens real quick, especially with highly touted prospects like this who are excited to get their professional career on the go. So we'll see what happens tomorrow in their game, and if they manage to win that game, then they'll be heading to the Frozen Four, I believe. So it will be not even till the middle of April till his negotiations are able to begin, and we likely won't see him with the NHL team at all this year, and maybe gets into some AHL games before their season wraps up. But yeah, as long as his team keeps winning, the more it is likely that we won't see him till next season.
Should be interesting to see, but the more wins he gets, the better, because the more playoff experience he can get, we like. Speaking of Vancouver Canucks defensive prospects, well, he's not a prospect anymore. He's on the team. DPD is fast, bro. Geez, like we saw the other day, Quinn Hughes had the fastest recorded time by a defenseman at 24.56 miles per hour. Now coming out that a couple games later, Elias Pettersson is the fourth fastest defenseman in the NHL with a 23.72 speed burst. And this guy is a young dude. He's above Cale Makar and Luke Hughes and all the Jake Sanderson. Is that just further proof that he's going to be a steal in that draft?
Absolutely. And actually, the Canucks have quietly assembled one of the fastest defense corps in the NHL overall. I think they have 5 full-time defensemen now on their roster that are the 59th percentile or higher for overall speed league-wide. They actually have 3 in the above the 90th percentile. Do you know who the third guy is?
Tyler Myers, isn't it?
I saw it. It is Tyler Myers. Yes, he's actually the third fastest defenseman on the team, which is crazy because it doesn't look like it because of how long he is, but right. he does cover a lot of ground in a hurry, simply because he is a giant.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And I mean, it makes sense. The thing is, he doesn't get up to speed as fast, but once the man is up to speed, it's absolutely insane how fast those legs can pump him. And so, but yeah, think about just the Canucks defense moving forward. Like in the prospect pool, they got Willander, Mignot, Kudratsev, like 3 guys that aren't even really being talked about all that much. But these are all 3 other guys that could potentially be on this Canucks team within the next 2 or 3 years. So the Canucks have gone from a goaltending producing team to now we're a defensing producing team. So it looks great for the future.
Absolutely. And there was a real good piece today done on Kirill Kudryavtsev and his development as a 2-way defender on the Canucks social media that I highly recommend chat checks out. If you're curious about his development, he has really blossomed this year with the extra expectations that he's had to fulfill down in Abbotsford with all the injury call-ups for defensemen. He's had to fill a larger role than anticipated, and he has done an absolutely incredible job. So a really good piece there done. A lot of great words from Ryan Johnson and Manny Malhotra about him that will make you very excited as a fan for the future of the defense corps in this organization.
Just before we get into the next period, I just wanted to show everyone. So these are all the scenarios what we got moving forward for what needs to happen for the Canucks to make a certain level to make the playoffs. And this is where it's scary. You look at St. Louis. If St. Louis even goes, let's go St. Louis, they go 5-2-1, right? Middle of the pack. That means the Canucks have to go 8-2.
Yep.
Minnesota is a possibility. Edmonton, they've got them on here as well because Edmonton's been absolutely crapping the bed too without Draisaitl and McDavid. When you see this kind of a chart, how much faith do you have the Canucks are going to make the playoffs?
It's tough, man. But, it's sports. Anything can happen, right? St. Louis is one injury away from a key player to losing this hot streak that they're on. And also, hot streaks don't last forever in the modern NHL. So sooner or later, they're going to run into a bit of adversity. And it could be like they lose the last 4 games of the season, right? Like, we just don't know. So these charts are tough to look at, but you still have to have some sort of positivity and just hold your own fate and work as hard as you can to try and win every game going forward.
Cool, brother. Thanks for everything, and we'll talk to you in the post-game show.
Sounds good. Hopefully we can add to this lead and have lots to talk about at the end.
Dustin Boydell, everyone stopping by for the first intermission. Rusty and Dusty Sideshow, always good to see him. Play is underway in the second period. Vancouver versus Columbus. I'll give you guys a countdown now. It's 19, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. Columbus scores. 34 seconds into the second period, the Columbus Blue Jackets have scored. Whoops. Just like that. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Shot from the point. And that goes off of the player in front. What if they're going to look at it? Because would it go off his hands? Did it go off his hands? Are we looking at it? Omega Drake, hey, Russ, missed you at work today. Guess they're not going to look at it. Yeah, I got out of there early today, brother. I was just a server today, so I wasn't bartending, so I got out of there early. Nice to see you here, though, brother. Welcome to Nothing is Perfect, Omega. When was the last time we had 2 PP goals in a game? Bonjour, Jake. What's on the menu today? Huh, that's weird. I'm surprised they didn't look at that. I swear that went off his hands. Guys, don't let me forget. I'm boiling water now. My sink's acting up. Jake's gonna burn water, laugh out loud. KJ Strawberry. Gary, Calvin laughing and crying. Done it before, Calvin. Strawberry. Strawberry. Jake likes his water well done. Jake Stakes Hockey. My arch nemesis is burning bacon, laugh out loud. The Canucks have iced the puck. They get scored on, and then they ice the puck. This is not a good start for the Vancouver Canucks in this second period against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Letting them back in. Calvin, well done water. Jake Stakes Hockey. If I get back medium rare water, I will be sending it back. How do you like your water done? You want your water well done? That's gross. That's understandable, though. The difference between good crispy bacon and burning is quite close. This is true. I do like crispy bacon over wiggly bacon, but not too crispy. One thing I hate cooking is rice. When I get down, it's the bomb. Cabin 99 Charlie, get a rice cooker, never fails, says Canucks fan 94. Yeah, we got a rice cooker now too in the house. Works like a charm. Canucks dump it in after getting the puck out of their zone despite the face-off because they need to learn the rules. Cabin 99 Charlie, you haven't met me then. Somehow I mess it up. Swerve. Oh yeah, buddy. He's a real big mucker, eh? Max Assassin says Toymaker. Welcome back, Toymaker. Haven't seen you in a little while. Elias Pettersson flips it behind the net over for Sherwood. Sherwood puts it behind the net. Atu Ratu's there. Comes up with the puck. Puts it to the corner for Sherwood. Sherwood puts it back into the corner and then collects it again. Puts it back to the point. Forbort puts it down low behind the net. Atu Ratu trying to battle with his man. Ooh. Joshua puts it on net. Merzlikin makes a kick save. Blue Jackets clear it out to center. Roenick turns, puts it back for Quinn Hughes. They skate out of the zone together. Canucks forwards are changing. Quinn Hughes puts it through the net. Oh, and then Merzlikin made a save. And then Leckermack almost had a chance there. Hughes puts it down low. Anyone see that interview yesterday on Canucks channel with Baines and the other guy? It's a really good. Jujar Kara. Yeah, they were just playing it during the intermission too. I think they might be showing it on the intermission right now. Yeah, for sports on Sportsnet. They did. Like Mackey with a shot, goes off his shin pad. Quinn Hughes skates in behind the net. All the way. Comes back out front. Puts it for Garland. Garland shoots. That gets blocked. Carlson chops it on net. That one gets blocked. Garland collects it, puts it back for Hronek. Hronek puts it down low for Hughes. Hughes skates back up, high slot, takes a shot. And Amund's there trying to get the rebound. No rebound. Kunin clearing Amund out of the front of the net. KJ, Evander Kane was on the Giants team as well. Yeah. Wasn't Bluger one of the, with the vaccine research book? Is that what that was? I never found out what the book was. Was Bluger reading some vaccine propaganda? Calvin 99 Charlie, 1 cup of rice equals to 2 cups of rice. Just put that rice in the rice cooker and you'll never F it up. Gary Wiseman, 1 cup rice, 2 cups water. But yeah, you're right. Gary Wiseman, you're right. I really need to start proofreading. Teddy Bluger gets tossed out of the draw. Drew O'Connor comes in to relieve him. Calvin 99 Charlie, yeah, but not all rice cooks the same. I get sacks of rice. O'Connor gets it down low. Bluger's there now. O'Connor joins in on the rugby game. Puck comes all the way around the boards. Forward puts it down low. Bluger behind the net. Battling. Can't come up with the puck. Oh, man. DPD puts it off of a ref. Forward puts it off the boards, but doesn't get it out. And Tilly walking around in the high slot. Whew. Lankinen with a save off a deflected shot. Forward chips it in behind the net. DPD gets it. He puts it off the boards. Connor Garland tries to get it. DPD now puts it off the glass and down. And that's going to be all the way down the ice for an icing call. Elias Pettersson. Did Big Mac just swear? Big Mac? Oh, rice cookers all day. I don't have one, but I think that rice is my nemesis. So simple, but fuck those little white things. Swear jar. Swears and then immediately puts money in the swear jar. You love to see it. Anti-vax Ted. Anti-vaxxer Teddy. Kevin 99 Charlie, what type of rice? Dustin, do you go to many Abster games? I'm curious what the fan support for Baines and Jujar Kara is like. Canucks have 3 guys stuck out there. Columbus is controlling. Forward misses it. Monahan skates out. Man, the Canucks are falling apart. Look at that. Just like that, kids. Canucks are falling apart. Drew Richards, Canucks go, Canucks go, Canucks go, Canucks go. Thomas, oh, I'm late. Drew Richards, our Canucks are glowing. Our Canucks are glowing. Thomas, Canucks go, Canucks go. Oh no, 3-2. Yep. Drew, if my Canucks were glowing, I'd get them checked real quick. Bro, says Jazz. Janice McKay, I'm finally working again since the day the Oilers, which are faking injury as of now, lost the most important game, the Stanley Cup, due to my back surgery. Nice to be working. Boy, I'm sore. That's good to hear, Janice. I'm glad that you're working again. Wow. The Canucks are Canucks at the moment. Laugh out loud. No, they're the Canucks again. They're back to it. Jazz is like, swear jar. Shay Nally, Rusty, how's it going? Happy Friday. Nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here, Shay. Welcome back to Nothing is Perfect. How's your day? How's your Friday going? Oh, it's a 1-goal game, people. We can't have nice things. Pretty thick boy, 5'11", 201. Yeah, that is a thick boy. Calvin 99 Charlie, only if you are using half a cup of rice. From Canucks Fan 94. I'd rather get my Canucks updates from Rusty and Dusty. Yeah, Rip Gaudreau. Yeah. Canucks Fan 94. Wait, no 1 cup and half a cup of rice. Where's Lincoln makes a save with the shoulder. Hughes on the half board, stops, goes back to the blue line. Hughes with a shot, and there's Merz Lakens. Merz Lakens makes the save and then collects the rebound. Who's 5'11"? Oh, yeah, thanks. Ah, shoot. No, not yet. Thanks, Gary. Columbus scores 3-1. Yeah, please don't take the foot off the gas, KJ. Bro, how did that happen? I love the way Rusty did that. Laugh out loud. Dang it. That's okay, Mike Torrance. Okay, time to quit the Rice talk. The BJs clearly like it. Yeah. Jazz, damn, if they ain't looking at that tough to see. Laugh out loud, Gary. Kudratsev, 5'11", 201, Irvin. Canucks keep the pressure on. Come on. Got to turn things around. Giving up 2 goals early here. Lekramacky shoots. Merzlikin makes a save. Can't collect the rebound, though. Quinn Hughes lifts the stick. Gets it down low. Can't get it all the way down low. Columbus skates it out. And then the Columbus Blue Jackets coming offside. Lekramacky with a good shot there. Welcome, Omega Drake, says Big Mac. Jazz. Jake, don't forget your boiling water. Ah! Canucks are falling apart. Bro. Russ gonna enjoy the Rice talk. Thank you, Big Mac, says Omega Drake. Over under on Kudratsev even becoming a full-time NHLer. All right, let's make it a poll question then, Swervin. Will Kudratsev make the NHL? There we go. There's your first poll question. KJ Brazy, I got a rice cooker too. Been married for 4 years now. Yeah, that's what happens. You get married and you get a rice cooker. Ratu tries to get to the middle, but can't get the pass to go. Sherwood, Ratu, Garland in the corner fighting for it. Now it's just Joshua. Sherwood, Joshua. Joshua puts it to the corner, but Columbus skates onto it, gets it out to center. Aronik puts it off the boards and out to the blue line. Good bounce. Comes onto Ratu's stick. He puts it down low for Sherwood. Sherwood puts it back up for Ratu. Hughes takes it, skates down low. Skates back up to the blue line. Ratu changes. Shot to the front. Merzlikin kicks it to the side. Columbus banks it out to center ice. The scoreboard has disappeared for Sportsnet for some reason. Classic Sportsnet. With or without the Canucks. Sorry, y'all, but thank you for the tips. Weird thing to get married to, but glad it's working out for you. Gary Wiseman. Messier over. Irvin, I'm so over him. I like it. I like it. Swervin Irvin, even if we can't cash in on him as a trade chip. Rome in the chat. Rome, what's going on, Rome? Laugh out loud, Big Mac. Swear, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. Matt says KJ. You're not anti-vax. Me? Are you talking about me? No, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I have many vaccines. That's why I don't have measles. Angry. Drew! Haha, Calvin, I agree. Damn it. Big Mac, go Canucks glow. Go Canucks glow. Go Canucks glow. And then Drew Richards, King of the Mods, is like, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac. And then Mike Torrance is like, ugh. And then Swerve and Irvin's like, uh-oh. And then KJ said, I'd never been vaxxed. Also never caught COVID. You've never been vaccinated, bro? You didn't even get vaccinated when you were a kid? As a baby? We refer to ourselves as purebloods. Oh, is that what you call yourselves? What is, you're not a mudblood? Mudblood? Is that what they call it in Harry Potter? Mugblood? Holy shit, I almost had a heart attack. No one warned me about the cannon. Yes, there is a cannon. Or empty them. Milosh F. Janice, I'm building a building inside a building. Building bathrooms in a round house out in Hanna, Alberta. Lankinen is shaking now. Yeah, it looks like they've calmed down finally, but Come on, boys. Buckle down, says Milosh. Shay, excellent. Days off. Oh, heck yeah. You love to get the days off, eh, Shay? That's good to see, man. I hope you're taking advantage of it and getting some rest and relaxation. Ding in right now. I'm 5'11"X. We need to lock on. Ain't that right? Yes, Derek, you're right. We need to lock on. Right now. I like how Lek is a shoot first player. Yeah, me too, Gary Wiseman. Really missing that on our team. Messier, Jazz, Columbus Blue Jackets alternate jersey logo is of a cannon. Yep. Truth. It is of a cannon. Who said who? Who are you, little boy? Laugh out loud. Jokes. Swerve Irvin, when I'm gonna get a kickback for giving you so many dope poll questions. If the Canucks make the playoffs, I'll give you a kickback. How about that? What do you think? What do you mean, who? KJ, that Rice comment was fire. Ooh, fire, fire. Thomas, totally agree with you, Straw Gary. Sev. Big Hog, the poll question, laugh out loud. I got vaccinated on Tuesday. Pacheco getting a shot in the arm. Gary Wiseman, get them while they're still available in the U.S. Laugh out loud. Yeah. There's a damn measles outbreak in Alberta right now. Why is there a measles outbreak in Alberta? Marcus Pettersson battling in the corner. Columbus tries to get it down the boards and they end up putting it out of the zone. That should come out of the zone, shouldn't it? Because it was Columbus who puts it over the boards. Big Hog Hoggy, no, I mean, why did he put who? Everyone knows Kudratsev. Does everybody know Kudratsev, Big Hog? Thumbs down, says Rod. Gary Wiseman, no what? Muggle equals non-magic person. Okay. Muddled equals half muggle. But don't they call them like mug blood? Yeah, because it's muggle, right? So mug blood. Oh, maybe for a person who didn't know him, I guess. I was only kidding. Columbus scores. That's 3-3, boys and girls. Sadly, it's what we worked for. Yeah, we work for the days off. Isn't it lock in? We need some bad luck for the St. Louis Blues. Tom Felton, Draco Malfoy used to hang out at the bar at my work once in a while. That's cool. Canucks have blown their 3-0 lead in classic Canuck fashion. Oh, man, that just went through a crowd of people. Nobody, Lankinen never even saw it. Wow. The outbreak got Alberta insane. 3-3 says Messier. Merde. No. Oh my God. Canucks are Canucking again. Yeah, this is what I told you, everyone. Quinn Hughes walks down, fans on his shot. It's got to be a sign, right? Quinn Hughes just fanned on a shot. No. Pacheco's just crying now. Quinn Hughes collects it in his zone. Swerve Russell, can you drop a quick John Wick? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. Lekermacki over for Hronek. Hronek back for Lekermacki. Quinn Hughes shoots it. Blocked. Columbus skating out 3-on-2. Quinn Hughes steps up and blocks the pass. Was that a save by Lankinen? I don't even know. Hronek puts it down the ice. Not going to be enough for icing. Of course. Makes sense. I can't handle this anymore, says Gamer A. I know, right? Furking, ugh. Holy smokes, they can't keep a lead if their life's dependent on it. Nope. Did anyone actually think a 3-goal lead was safe with your Vancouver Canucks? Nope. I never thought it was safe. What? Says Milosh. Swear jar. F. Dang it, says Muhammad. Luke Firesweater. They are who we thought they were. Yep, they're still the Vancouver Canucks. Ichigo, I've taken my jersey off in protest. It's too warm in my house anyways. Time to break out the Merzlicken voodoo doll. Yes, that would be a good idea. If you got one swerving, bust it out, jam it full of pins. Elias Pettersson taking a penalty for high sticking. Boone Jenner doubled over in pain. We should change Lanky. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, Mohammed. Gamer A, if we keep on blowing leads like this, we can't play in the playoffs. You're right, Gamer A. Rome, let's get that one back. Jake the Pancake, we need Demko. I wish folks would stop mentioning playoffs and just enjoy the games you have left. Fair enough, Rod. Well, I got to walk this off. Well, I got to walk this off. Mike Torrance is going to go for a walk to walk it all off. Eric Branson, of course, getting an assist on the first goal. And then Marchenko scoring the second one. And then Fabro scoring the third one from Cole Sillinger. Classic Canucks. Oh, it's a double minor. Boone Jenner is bleeding, and so it's going to be a double minor. Well, I'm going to repeat what Luke Flyswatter said earlier. Merd. Pachico, put me in the net. I'll save every shot. Yes, says Hog. Nux Nation, let's get together, Nux. What's up, Nux Nation? Thanks for being here. Always good to have some fellow Canucks fans in the chat. Is that your back? Is that a tattoo on your back, Nux Nation? That's pretty sick. How long did that take? Big Mac 133. Mommy, Elias just high-sticked me. Yeah, that's pretty much how that felt, Swervin' Irvin. Oh, look, he's still good to play, though. Yeah, 4-minute double minor, but yeah, he doesn't miss a shift, so that seems fair. I feel like they just gave him a bloody towel, and he's like, oh yeah, see, ref? There's blood on my towel. Pachico, I trust you, Big Mac. Ducks Nations. Jake Six Hockey. Big Mac in the net, then me and Big Hug on a line together. Big Mac, I'll get that hat trick we need, says Big Mac. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Lanking it with a glove save. Big Hog. Hachiko, Brodu, Broder. Oh, Hachiko is greater than Broder. Hasek, Roy, Demko, Saros, Hellebuck, Shesterkin, and Lanky. Laugh out loud, Booster. Yeah, I keep on saying it. It's going to happen more. Toymaker, after watching this team 45 years, anytime you're above 500, it's a good season. Forget cups, though. Yep. Big Mac, yes, big boys. Brother, ooh, let. KJ Brezzi, yeah, double minor is just what we needed as well. Canucks get the puck out all the way down the ice. 3:33 left to go on the power play. LMAO, Bruce Jenner. Boone Jenner, Bruce Jenner. Let's go Vancouver, says Zach. Gary Wiseman just saw the most Vancouver headline ever. A North Vancouver woman broke the Guinness World Record for most spin classes in a year. Yeah. Kiefer Sherwood in. Put to the front. Yeah, it is it. I wasn't sure it was in. The Canucks scored. Jordan. Woo! Who got the final touch? I think Tyler Myers. Chaos Giraffe short-handed. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness, Dobby. Dobby! Come on. Yes. Oh. Dobby. Kiefer Sherwood over to Tyler Myers, and the puck just dribbles into the net, Dobby. Did you see it? Go. Keefer Sherwood on a 2-on-1 with Tyler Myers, puts it over Myers. Myers gets a piece of it and just dribbles into the net. You love to see it. 4-3 Nucks. Myers score. We're back. And we're still penalty killing because that was shorthanded. Goal! Nucks Nation. Goal, goal, goal. Puck goes out of play. KJ Brazy. Chaos Giraffe scored a shorty. That wasn't on my bingo card tonight. Big Mac. Go, 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 go. Boom. Go, 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 go. Calvin 99 Charlie. Trevor Linden goal. 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 David W. D. Petey. EP25 in the box for a 4-minute high sticking. A rather ugly second period for the Canucks when combined, also having allowed 3 goals. That said, thanks to Tyler Myers shorty, the Canucks have the lead once more, even if a slim one, 4-3. Hachiko, Tyler Myers, my glorious king. I am so hard right now. KJ Brazy, go, 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 go. Dobby. Bang, says Big Hog Huggy. Mohammed says, oh, and the Columbus Blue Jackets tip it wide. Canucks score, says Mohammed. Puck just outside the Canucks blue line. Shea, Chaos Giraffe. Big Hog, go, 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 go. Retake the lead, says Gamer A. And then Big Mac's like, fuck yeah, and gives the immediate $2 dono for a swear. Forbort breaks it up. Pia Suter there. Veronic. Battling on the corner. Teddy Bluger takes it in the slot, takes a minute, and then shoots it down the ice. Suter with the first assist. Sherwood with the primary assist. And Tyler Myers, Chaos Giraffe. Thanks for the dono, by the way, Big Mac. I appreciate it. Hachiko, go, 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 go. Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. Big Hog, Myers! And then Zach's like, go, go. And then Rome's like, that away, boys! And then David in here with the captain obvious paragraphs. B-Dog, did you see that speed came out of nowhere? Yep. Got his long neck on it. Muhammad, goal! And then Tyler, Chaos, Giraffe, Myers, and then Major Dow donating another gifted membership going out. Thank you very much for the gifted membership, Major Dow. And I'm happy to report that B-Dog, chat regular B-Dog with the free gifted membership courtesy of Major Dow. Dobby's feeling very happy right now. He's a little soggy, though. I'm surprised I'm not more soggy after hugging him. Happy to see Dobby against his Gamer A. Well, Gamer A, Dobby's happy to see you too, buddy. Gary Wiseman playing Myers as a forward. Yes! It's like, keep on saying we need to play him as a forward. Come on, Russ. I'm thinking I'm back. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. Matt, Dobby, goal. Dobby, goal. Dobby, goal. Big Mac Dono hype. Michael Chow in chat. Welcome back, Michael Chow. The Chaos Giraffe giveth. And then Mohammed says, go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. And then Michael LeBlanc says, always like the shorty. I love shorty. 1 minute left to go in the double minor. Zachary says, nice. How about Sherwood, says Major Dow. Power kill, says Segmina. Yes, Segmina, no. A power kill is when you score on the penalty kill. Big Hog Hockey. Giraffe, 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 Giraffe. We finally got a power kill. Messier 11, the most mellow dog I've ever seen. Is what nobody ever says when they meet him in real life. It's so funny because when I bring Dobby on camera for you guys, he's just like a sack, right? He's just like, but every other time he's like, My wife is laughing wildly because she agrees. Lanking it with a save through a crowd. My dog is psychotic. Puck gets blocked. Back behind the net. Columbus tries to put it in front. Garland skates onto it. Now the power play is over. Veronic passes all the way up the ice. Tipped in. Big Mac and Major Dow with the dono hypes. These guys up. Let's go Nucks, as Nucks Nation. Rome, we got a power kill. Major Dow, thank you. Much appreciated. You're welcome, B-Dog. Tyler Myers just got hit from behind. Double whammied. And no call because the refs are a bunch of fools. Tyler Myers to the ref like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? He hit me in the numbers, you dumb fuck. Oh, there's a bunch of square jars there. Unbelievable that they just got away with that one. The Dribbler. That was my nickname in grade 9. The Dribbler. Were you playing basketball? B-Dog. Using all the custom emojis. Dobby, Trevor Linden, Goal, Coconuts Glow. Learn the rules. Swear Jar, Big Mac, and Jake 6 Hockey. Major Dow. Eggplant. Thank you. Banana. What do you mean by hard? Chico says Big Hog. 2 sittings for my back outline. 6 hours shading. Was 10 hours. Oh, okay, so 2 sits, back outline, and 6 hours shading. So 8 hours. Oh, 10 was 10 hours. 2 sittings for my back outline, 6 hours shading was 10 hours. Okay. Yeah, that's some pretty sick work, dude. I've been meaning to get another tattoo. The only tattoo I have, as everyone knows, is this sweetie. We're all made of star stuff, but I want to get more, Nux Nation. Nux Nation, peace, peace, peace. Says Major Dow. Rome, Calvin 99 Charlie sure beats the non-scoring PP we've been seeing lately. Dobby. Jake 6 Hockey. Gary Wiseman, Rome, not impressed by the PP. Correct. Major Dow, Big Mac. Coconuts Glow. Dobbertons! And then Big Mac says, Major. And KJ says, oh, yes. And then Nux Nation says, Coconuts Glow. And then Big Mac says, Coconuts Glow. And then Major Dow says, Big Mac. Calvin 99 Charlie says, now my first prediction will be right if no one scores for the rest of the game. Toymaker, better sign Sherwood long term. He's been a light in a dark place. Toymaker, you're very right. Olivier coming in and throwing a hit into the back of Tyler Myers, like right into the numbers. And now Olivier's like, oh yeah, thanks for not calling that. I really appreciate you helping me out. Please click this link and hit the red button. You'll get a kiss from Tyler Myers. That's a lie, Big Mac. Or Big Hog. Rome, Gary Wiseman, missing contributions on the PP from PD and Miller, ? Major Dow, Canucks need 2 more goals quick. Yeah. P.S. Measles outbreak equals millions new Canadians. Or like maybe not getting the vaccine against measles. That probably would do it too. Big Hog hitting up your channel daily, bro. Nux Nation is on it. Thanks, Nux Nation. Learn the rules. Swear jar. Yeah, I know, right? That's a good combo, Zach. You really nailed that one. Quinn Hughes in over the blue line. Stops, skates to the high slot. Tries to put it down low. Puts it off some shin pads. Now it's a 2-on-2 going back into the Canucks zone. Sillinger plays it gently into the corner. Quinn Hughes picks it up. Then Columbus throws it across. Ratu chips it ahead. Sherwood battling. Now they're going to have to wait to get onside, which they do. Sherwood moves back in on the forecheck. Get Crystal to say something on the screen. No face reveal. You're going to have to wait to 1,000 subs. No sneak preview yet. How about this? When we hit 900, then I'll get her to say something without a face reveal. She's thinking about it. Calvin 99 Charlie Thomas, that was a lie because Canucks don't play everyday laugh out loud jokes. Calvin 99 Charlie with the dad jokes. Jake DeBrus gets it up. Canucks clear it out to center. Elias Pettersson clears it all the way down. Merzlikin collects it, shoots it to the half boards. And then out to center. Forbort puts it down low into the Columbus zone. Merzlikins plays it to the corner again. Having some deja vu here. Forbort plays the body and gets the puck. Tyler Myers plays it off the Forbort, apparently, who then clears it up. The referee almost gets in the way. Classic referee. Big Hog has a great channel. I'm sub, says Major Dow. KJ Brazy Myers got absolutely crushed in the corner. Yep, no call. Got hit in the numbers, no call. Injuries only count when it's the other team getting hurt. Yep. Swervin Irvin. Get her to sing I'm Heat Miser. Would you sing I'm Heat Miser on stream? Bluger gets stopped on a partial break. Big Mac doesn't want a kiss from Myers. Gary took 2 planes to take out the towers. Laugh out loud. I don't know if that's a laugh out loud, Calvin. I don't think anyone laughs out loud at 9/11, brother. I'm going to give that one a big thumbs down, Calvin. 90s tribal blade style. Live long and prosper, Matt from the future. Welcome back. Nucks Nation, no Nucks don't play, but I hit up Big Hog's channel. Yes, Nucks Nation is always on Big Hog's channel. 2-on-1 for the Canucks. Connor Garland shoots. Rebound comes out front. Oh, Pius Suter almost had it. Garland shoots it just high. Suter on the half boards. Battling for the puck. Columbus gets it out to center. There's Roenick, picks it up, puts it off the boards, and out to center. Suter collects it at center. Puts it back over to the Columbus blue line, but the Columbus intercepts it. Nice ink. Thanks, buddy. I want more. Too soon, says Michael Chow. Big Hog, laugh out loud, Big Mac. Laughing, crying hard. Okay. Salute. Eggplant. Merzlikins makes another save. 1:15 left to go. Olivier. Oh my gosh. Lankinen just robbed Olivier after DPD lost his check. Oh, DPD. Yeah, you better tap Lankinen on the pads. That was your man, and you just let him get a chance. Yeah, you got both Pedersons on a D line together. Oh man, Pius Suter almost with a good chance there. You guys see what happened to Connor's area? Yeah, man, his leg twisted so hard. It's Thomas. Go, Canucks, go, says Rod. No, what happened, Michael? Big Hog, he says, Big Mac. Ratnan fell down, slid into Zari, and Zari bent his knee in a way it wasn't possibly meant to. Yeah. Drew Richards coming in because he missed some of the goals, and he's like, go. Face reveals, says Messier. Not yet. We've seen Crystal before, but not live action Crystal. That's the difference. Calvin and Charlie, I am a dad, so that makes sense. Beer. Cheers, Zach. Cheers. 1 minute, 1 second left to go in the second period. Behind the net by Marcus Pedersen for Tyler Myers, the shorthanded goal scorer. Ratu with some speed. Takes a shot. That one gets blocked. Dakota Joshua battling. Ratu in for support. Banks it back to the point. Tyler Myers puts it down low. Goes wide. Joshua behind the net. Puts it over for Sherwood. Sherwood puts it back to the point for Myers. Myers shoots it in front. That one gets blocked. Marcus Pedersen comes down. Tips it in for Sherwood. Sherwood skates up the half boards. Turns. Puts it to the front of the net. Merzlikins makes the save. 24 seconds left to go. Columbus dumps it to the half boards. Canucks pressing. Puck gets flipped out to center. And it's not going to be far enough for icing. 12 seconds left to go. And then they're going to call it offside, I guess. 9.4 seconds left to go. Exactly, says Messier. Big Hog, yes, I think when Russ showed that pic of him, Crystal and Trevor Linden at the signing. Yep, you're right. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. Thank you, Calvin. No, Calvin, it's okay. No, it's not okay, Chico. But he already apologized. Don't force Calvin to choose between us, Chico. Michael Chow, Calvin and Charlie, you need to do that when you play the Jets. Yeah, Michael Chow. Not helping out either. Gary Wiseman, nah, dark jokes, but humor was there. Wouldn't crack it at work, though. Yeah, true. Garley is a gem, says Matt. Correct. There it is. Second intermission, kids. I forgive you, Calvin. Gargoyle, glove, huge save. Yep. Biggest little guy on the ice. Love his grit. Yep. Huge. Glovey McGlovin, huge. No, it wasn't. A lot of people lost their lives and everything. It was a bad joke, regardless of the joke. Please make the playoffs. Big Ogagi, I have to pick a course for high school. Should I go for IB or academic? What's IB stand for? Smash the like button, says Matt from the future. Elbow reveal? IB would allow to skip 1 year of university. Interesting. Michael Chow, congratulations to the Columbus Blue Jackets for taking the title of worst arena music away from the Canucks. Need a good third period. Yeah, you're right, Gary. Rome, Michael Chow, I always imagine Columbus playing music from the South like Whistling Dixies. Live or in photo. We've seen her already. Fair enough. Ohio is always one of those WTF states when it comes to North versus South. Yeah. South Carolina. Oh, Ohio. Yeah. North Ohio versus South Ohio. I guess it's different stuff depending on where you're at. Big Hog, do IB if you're smart. All right. Okay, kids. As I mentioned, we are in the second intermission, so that means it is time for some Canucks trivia. Are you guys ready? Get your fingers ready to answer the questions. We're going to hop on over to the screen and let's see, Canucks trivia. Yeah, okay. Let's do the thing. I'm going to get rid of the things on the screen for you to clear up some space. Get rid of that and get rid of that. We're probably going to have to move my head too, because we always have to move my head because it always gets in the way because it's a big head. International Baccalaureate. Oh. Okay. Are you guys ready for some Canucks trivia? All right. Second intermission. Canucks versus Blue Jackets. Canucks have taken the lead again. But right now we're going to do some Canucks trivia. So let's start here. What year did the Canucks score the most power play goals in a single season? Was it A, 2002-2003, B, 2005-2006, C, 1983-1984, or D, 2010-2011? All right. What year did the Canucks score the most power play goals? 02-03, 05-06, 83-84, or 2010-2011? Gary says 2010-11, surely. Messier is saying B, 05-06. Yeah, Zach is saying B as well. Chico says B. Big Hog says B. Derek Wang says B. Rome says D. And then Calvin99 Charlie says D. Okay, what's the answer? The answer is, Nux Nation also saying D. Getting a last minute vote in there. All right. The answer is 05-06. B is the correct answer. So Hachiko, Big Hog, Derek, Zach, Messier all got it right. B. Anson Carter had 15 power play goals that season. Pretty wild, right? And you guys remember we just watched that video from NHL Line Combo about Anson Carter, so pretty cool. All right, let's move on to the next question. What country was Artur Shilovs born in? Was it A, Czechia, B, Switzerland, C, Latvia, or D, Norway? What country was Artur Shilovs born in? A, Czechia, B, Switzerland, C, Latvia, or D, Norway? Yeah, you're right. The Nux Nation, the Twins were great on the PP. Hachiko says C, Latvia. Rome says C. Derek says C. Messier says C. Matt from the past says C. Calvin says B, Switzerland. Gary says C. Canucks fan 94 says C. Jake the Pancake says C. My glorious Latvian king. And then Calvin's like, C, shit. Swear jar. And then Zach says B. Big Hog says C. Swear jar. Swerve and Irvin says C, Latvia. And then He's Stone back in chat. Welcome back. C, 100%. Nux Nation says C. The answer is C. Latvia declared a national holiday after the tiny country of just 1.88 million people captured its first ever IIHF World Championship medal in 2023. So yeah, Shea, you got it right. Scrofford, you also got it right. It is C. He is from Latvia. All right. Next question. How many times did goaltender Dan Cloutier fight while playing for the Vancouver Canucks? Oh yeah, Mohammed with a late minute there. C as well. All right. How many times did Dan Cloutier fight while playing for the Vancouver Canucks? Was it A, he never fought, B, he fought one time, C, he fought two times, or D, he fought four times? Rome says D, he fought four times for the Vancouver Canucks. Hachiko says D as well, four times. Big Mac saying D four times. Gary saying Cloutier was a scrapper. True. Scrofford saying B once. Shea is saying D four times. Zach is saying A, he never fought for the Canucks. Messier is saying C two times. And then Calvin 99 Charlie said C, which is also two. And then Derek saying D. Big Hog saying C. All right. Swervener saying B, complete guess. Well, the answer is never. He never fought while he was a member of the Vancouver Canucks, and that's the key. He fought four times in his professional career, but never dropped the glove and blocker during his time with the Canucks. It was a trick question. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But this picture you see on screen is his most famous fight where he beat the snot out of Tommy Salo and then challenged the bench. Great stuff. All right. How many times did Alex Burrows record a hat trick while playing for the Vancouver Canucks? Was it A, two times, B, three times, C, five times, or D, nine times? How many times did Alex Burrows record a hat trick while playing for the Canucks? A, two times, B, three times, C, five times, or D, nine times? Matt from the past says D, 9 hat tricks. Rome says he had 5 hat tricks. Hachiko said he had 3 hat tricks. Messier saying B, 3 hat tricks. Shea saying C, 5 hat tricks. Big Hog is saying B, 3 hat tricks. Zach is saying C, 5 hat tricks. And then Nux Nation is saying C, 5 hat tricks. And then Swerve Irvin with the last answer, B, that I can remember. Well, the answer is 3 times. Alex Burrows, B is the answer. So Swervin, you said no, wait, C. You got it wrong the second time, but that was your final answer, so you got it wrong. 2 of Alex Burrows' 3 hat tricks came in back-to-back games on January 5th and 7th in 2010, which is pretty crazy too, right? Yeah, so he scored 3 hat tricks for the Canucks. Derek with the last minute C, but that was also wrong. All right, next question. Number 5. Which Canuck prospect did the Canucks trade away with a 5th round pick to get current Columbus Blue Jacket Erik Gudbranson? Was it A, Jake Virtanen, B, Hunter Shinkaruk, C, Olli Juolevi, or D, Jared McCann? Which Canucks prospect did the Canucks trade away with a 5th round pick to get Erik Gudbranson? Jake Virtanen, Hunter Shinkaruk, Olli Juolevi, or Jared McCann? Hachiko saying C, Olli Juolevi. D, Jared McCann from Rome. Gary's also saying D, Jared McCann. Big Hog Hoggy saying D as well. So is Zach. Coach Rob Willie saying B, Hunter Shinkaruk. Matt from the past, I don't know, but I'm guessing D since others. Yeah. Calvin also guessing D. And then Swerve and Irvin saying D 100%. And then Shay saying B, Hunter Shinkarik. All right. The answer is D. It is D. Canucks general manager Jim Benning thought his team needed a physical defenseman, while the Panthers felt that McCann was a better fit for its possession-based style of hockey than Gabranson. Gabranson now playing for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Yeah, Derek, you got it right as well. Is it Eric with a K? Yeah, you're right, Messier. C. Oh, you love you. That's wrong too. All right, next question. Number 6. What is the most goals scored by a Vancouver Canucks player in a single game? What is the most amount of goals that a Canucks player has scored in a single game? Is it A3, B4, C5, or D7? What is the most amount of goals scored by a Vancouver Canucks player in a single game? Was it 3, 4, 5, or 7? Messier saying 5. Big Hog is saying B4. Roman saying C5. Calvin 99 Charlie saying C5. Hachiko saying C. Shay saying C. Messier saying C. Coach Rob Willie saying C. Derek saying C. And then Zach coming in and saying he thinks it's 7D. Nux Nation coming in and saying B. Well, funny story, Nux Nation. You and Big Hog are the only ones who got it right. It was 4. A Vancouver Canucks player has never scored more than 4 goals. A Vancouver Canucks player has scored 4 goals 11 times. 2 of those times were Marcus Naslund, which is pretty cool. Vancouver Canucks captain. It was not 5 or 7, Big Mac or Zach, unfortunately. Only 4 goals. So you guys remember whenever they do like Save on Food score and win? If the Canucks score 5 goals, a single player scores 5 goals, then you win $1 million. That's because a Canuck player has never scored 5 goals. That's why they do it like that. All right, next question. Who is the oldest player on the Canucks roster currently? Is it A, Derek Forbort, B, Teddy Bluger, C, Kiefer Sherwood, or D, Tyler Myers? Who is the oldest player on the Canucks roster currently? Derek Forbort, Teddy Bluger, Kiefer Sherwood, or Tyler Myers? You're right, Gary Wiseman. Save on Fools. D. Big Hog says Tyler Myers. Hachiko says D as well. Tyler Myers. Messier says D. Rome says D. Gary Wiseman says D. Shay says D. Nux Nation is like Naslin. D. Question mark says Matt from the past. Coach Rob Willie says D. Zach says D. Calvin 99 Charlie says Derek Forbort A. Derek Wang says D. And then Calvin 99 Charlie says Forbort. And then Jake the Pancake says D as well. Tyler Myers. And then Heastone says D. And Nux Nation says D. And Swerve and Nerd says D. And Muhammad says D. Well, the answer is D. So Muhammad, Nux Nation, Swerve and Irvin, Heastone, Jake the Pancake. Derek got it right. Zach got it right. Everyone got it right except for Calvin 99 Charlie. Poor Calvin. The Canucks are now the 7th youngest team in the league. Just going to lean over and lean on Tyler Myers. Yeah, Tyler Myers is now 35 years young. Born February the 1st, 1990. D. All right, next question. Number 8. How many 100-point seasons have the Canucks been recorded by a Canucks player? A5, B6, C7, or D8? How many 100-point seasons have been recorded by Canucks players? A5, B6, C7, or D8? Hachiko says B6. Rome says B6. Coach Rob Willie says A5. Derek Wang says B. Shay says B. Zach says A5. Calvin 99 Charlie says A. Matt from the past says B. Big Hog says A. Messi says A. And then Swervener says, oh. Well, the answer, in fact, is 7. Nobody got it right. You're all wrong. And then at the very last minute, Nux Nation comes in and says, see? 7 Canucks have recorded 100-point seasons. Pedersen, JT Miller, Daniel Sedin, Naslund, McGillney, Burry ×2, and Henrik, who has the franchise record for points in a season with 112. Not bad, eh? Okay, next question. Which 2 teammates posted the highest combined point total in a season for the Canucks? Was it A, Daniel and Henrik in 2010-11, B, Marcus Naslund and Todd Bertuzzi in 02-03, C, Pavel Burry and Alexander McGillney in 96-97, or D, JT Miller and Quinn Hughes in 23-24? Katie says Dustin actually got it right. All right. Which 2 teammates posted the highest combined point total in season for the Canucks? Daniel and Henrik, Marcus and Todd, Pavel and Alexander, or JT and Quinn? Leah saying A, Daniel and Henrik. Rome is saying C, Pavel and Alexander. Nux Nation, you are right. McGillney. D says Chico. A says Derek. C got to hype up Burre. Rome says A. Hachiko says it's probably A, but I want to go with D. Calvin says C. A from Zach. A from Swervin. A from Shay. Hachiko attracted to the D. Big Hog Hockey says A. Well, the answer is B. Marcus Naslund, Todd Bertuzzi. Nobody got that one right either. Nobody. Not a single one of you. All right. We do have one more question, but we're going to save it. We're going to do it during an intermission or during a commercial break. Third period is underway, people. So we'll hop back over to the bar and we'll get things back on track here, eh? I got one more question for you. So we'll save that. We'll do that during an intermission or during a commercial break. Third period is underway between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Vancouver Canucks. 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. Quinn Hughes puts it in. Oh, Jake DeBrusk has it bounced weird off of him. Suter into support. Down for Besser. Besser skates up to the half boards. Puts it back to the point for Myers. Myers puts it towards the net. Myers looking, gloves it. Going with Big Hog near E. To be honest, some of these Canucks factoids make me depressed. True swearing. B. Yeah, so Zach and Nux Nation coming in with a late answer. Good answer, Nux Nation. And then Nux Nation is like, Big Mac. A+ is Big Hog. Yeah, you love to see it. She loves, question mark. Gary Wiseman, I prefer stupid store. Funny thing, it's Sherwood. Nah, it might be Myers, that old fart. It was Calvin 99 Charlie, it was. Trevor Linden, take him for the cup, for this cup run. Go, Trevor Linden, go! Nux Nation, I agree. I think Trevor Linden agrees with you too, don't you, Trevor? Oh, look at that beautiful smile. You love to see it. Trevor Linden with a sparkle smile. Real Canadian Superstore. Rob Laws. I only said forward because of the name. Plus, I trolled. Yeah, it does sound like the name of an old person. Yeah. Mr. Forward. Mr. Forward, the grade 10 math teacher. Yeah. Damn, Vancouver isn't washed as I thought. Laugh out loud. No! Swerving Irvin's just crying. Michael Chow, the skip the dishes commercial with the frozen shrimp is stupid. Come on, women you've never heard of hot water? Is there the skip the dishes knocks at the Columbus Blue Jackets line. They chip it out. Quinn Hughes collects it, turns in his own zone, turns again in his own zone. Sherwood collects the puck, puts it over for Hronek, puts it all the way up the ice. It's like Carlson couldn't get it down low. Columbus collects the puck. Notice JT and Quinn, though, not Petey and Quinn. Yeah. Of course, Gary Wiseman. Guessing A. E, me and Hachiko, says Big Hog. The real answer at Big Hog. True. Calvin 99 Charlie. Did Russ go mute for a second there? No, now I'm just messing with you. Let's go Canucks, is Mohammed. Nucks Nation. Shit, I'm old. I know a lot of Nucks info. Hey, you're welcome to the club of being an old Canucks fan. Baby Canucks winning 7 in a row. Love you, Nucks Nation. Big Mac, Canucks Glow. And then Matt from the past is like, Canucks Glow, Canucks Glow, Canucks Glow. Oh my goodness, people. Lanking it with another save, and he covers it for a whistle. Oh my goodness, people. Oh my goodness. Lanking it with a save. You love to see it. Yeah, Quinn Hughes getting the support that he needs from Sherwood. You love to see it. Hajio, I hate old people. What did you say to me, you little jerk? Look what you did, you little jerk. I think is the actual line. Canucks have decided to bake a cake. And, you know, that's not what we're doing. We're not baking cakes. We're playing hockey. Learn the rules. It's good to be old. Yep. Rome at Nucks Nation, long-suffering Canucks fan. Leah Herring's like, how old is old? Big Mac, I allow you to say that, Hachiko, just so you can be berated. Matt from the future, hashtag, oh my goodness. Gary Asman, it's not just you, Hachiko. Old people hate each other too. That's fair. Swerver whispers, it sucks to have regret. Hey, it sucks to have regret. Remember that from Swerve and Irvin. Anything above 22 is ancient. Quinn Hughes puts it up for Brock Besser. Puts it to the middle. Jake DeBrusk skates onto the puck. Stops in the corner. Puts it up for Suter, who puts it back to the point. Hronek puts it over for Hughes. Hughes spins on the half board, skates back to the high slot, takes a slap shot. Rebound comes out. Canucks do well to get the puck after the rebound. Brock Besser drops for Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes skates the blue line, puts it across for Hronek. Hronek puts it down low. Gets deflected, unfortunately. The Blue Jackets work it out to center. Quinn Hughes just skates it into the Columbus blue line. Lots of spaces. They all back off. Takes a shot, gets blocked. Gabranson might have lost the blade. He can't get up. He's stuck in the corner now. Gabranson has lost his blade. He is useless now. He's only got one skate. Quinn Hughes on the high blue line. Puts a shot in. Branson's skate is absolutely messed up. I think it's not a broken skate. It looks like he's got a shot blocker. Branson blocks it with the back of his leg. Branson has the foot cover. Canucks move back in. So there's the foot that they put a blocker on top of the foot to protect it, and it had fallen off and gone under his skate, so he couldn't skate properly. But he managed to get off. Canucks couldn't take advantage of Gabranson down in the corner. Sherwood stops on the half boards, rings around the boards. Almond can't get to the puck. Gets poked away from him, but Marcus Pettersson collects it, puts it over for Myers. Myers puts it up for Carlson, tips it, but can't get a clean collection. Now Sherwood will change. Canucks get back, but Columbus controls. Takes a shot. Lankinen makes a glove save and covers it up. Olivier flailing around in the crease like an idiot. Hachiko, how old is old? Agree. Holy smokes, says Rainbow Boy. 43, got to be old now. Laugh out loud. You're 43, Nux Nation. I'm 40, so we're very close. Looks like it's shattered. Big Hog Hockey. Russell, where did you find that Elias Pettersson speed skating stat online? I think it was on Reddit. Let me see if I can find it for you. I can put it in chat for you if you want. Columbus is currently playing Baby Shark in the stadium, by the way, for anyone who's wondering. Okay, here you go, Big Hog. Here's the link to the article. That's the article about DP skating ability. Anything below 22 is a baby. Good point, Big Mac. 22, dang, I thought the expression was never trust anyone over 30. Nobody likes you when you're 22. Something about freshman year. What the hell is wrong with me? My friends say I jack my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? Doo-doo. Boo-doo. Canucks get the puck just out. Calvin 99 Charlie. Big Mac Rome times have changed. Yep. How, Calvin? Says Big Mac. Marcus Pettersson slams it on Smerlikin. Columbus collects it. Canucks intercept the puck, put it off the boards and out to center. Besser tips it, can't come up with the puck though. Suter battling it right over the Columbus blue line. Now Besser's into support. Puck comes out. Canucks have to clear up, and O'Connor moves in on the forecheck. Remember that that song from the 70s shows, The Times They Are Changing? The 70s? No, definitely not. Gary's like, I don't remember the 70s, I swear. Shoot, we could have taken advantage of that. Yeah, Swerve and Irvin, we didn't. Young whippersnappers, get off my lawn! Ha, I'm old, but not that old. Gary Wiseman. Gen Z thinks anything over 22 is old. Used to be 30. I've seen it change from 30 to 25 to 22. Soon you'll have to be an hour. You'll have an hour of being an adult. Laugh out loud. True. I think the older you are, the wisdom you accumulate. You can't say you know everything at 22. Trust me. I learned how things every day. And then there's the article. I'm 21. I know everything. For example, 2 + 2 is 3. Mic drop. Don Taylor used to call the Columbus BJs the Hummers. Matt from the future, that is hilarious. Don Taylor is one of my favorites. Wrong, it's 43, Hachiko. I'm sorry that you have yet to find out you don't, Hachiko. I find out every day that I know nothing. I know nothing. Gary Wiseman, Big Hog, the speed was shown on the broadcast last game. I also heard Sportsnet 650 talk about it constantly the last couple days. Yep. Nux Nation, I'm gray AF, so I look a lot older. Though Rusty, you still look younger than for 40. Thank you. I do have gray hairs. I think you can't really tell right now because my hair is slicked, but there's definitely some gray in my beard too if I can get close. Is that too close to the camera? Is that creeping you guys out? Gary Wiseman, if Rusty told me he was early 30s, I wouldn't have trouble believing him. Thanks, Gary Wiseman. I appreciate that. Dan Carlo, watching from the Philippines. Third period scares me from our boys, but we can do this. Go Canucks, go! Dan Carlo in the chat. Nice to have you, buddy. Watching from the Philippines. Matt from the past. We should get rid of Quinn Hughes. He is 25, beyond ancient, too old for hockey. What is that? Ratu with a crazy goal. The Canucks have taken a further lead. His second goal in as many games. Ratu walking in and shooting it past Merge Lincolns. Can you believe it? Second game after being called up on an emergency basis. Second goal in 2 games. The shot saved by Lankinen. Quinn Hughes takes it, skates up, puts the pass all the way up for Joshua, puts it over for Ratu. Ratu moves in and shoots it far side on Merge Lincolns, right through a player. I think that might have even gone through the defenseman's legs. What a shot. Ratu with a goal. Woo! Messi saying 5-3. Never get that close to the camera. Thought the gray whiskers were Dobby's hair. They could be. Hachiko says, go, 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 go. Yeah, save the close-ups to your wife. Big Mac says, go, 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 boom! And then David W says, Ratu scores. Canucks lead Columbus Blue Jackets 5-3 with 13-18 left in the third period. Ratu! And then Matt's like, R2D2 scores. And then the Columbus Blue Jackets are like, I see that. I'm also going to score. 5-4. Yes, says Gamer A. We're going to continue to celebrate the other goal. Trevor Linden 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 goal. Trevor Linden. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Canucks go. Bang! Ratty, says Shay. And then B-Dog says, go, 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 go. And then Zach says, go, 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 go. Trevor Linden. And Big Hog Hoggy says, go, 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 go. Man, Canucks give one up. Canucks Nation, let's go! Go, 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 go. Trevor Linden goal. Trevor Linden goal. Trevor Linden goal. Trevor Linden. Ooh. Canucks score. I'm telling you, Ratu replaces Petey. Goal! 5-4 Columbus scores. This team, says KJ. Pete Ratty's fancy looking stick. What a G. Grr, says Big Mac. KJ, we never have time to celebrate the goal. I know. How fun, says Milosh. Quinn Hughes with his 54th assist of the season. Emotional damage. Forbort grabs his man in front. Says, get the hell out of my crease. Kunin, if that is your real name. What? Blue Jackets just wanted to make sure Ratu got the game-winning goal. Can't even let us finish celebrating. Dang it. No! KJ, we would if Russ doesn't look at the screen for a while and just reads comments. I know, right? Bit soft from Lankley, in my opinion. Go Canucks, go, says Milosh. Michael Chow, Gary Wiseman. Oh, it's really holy, all right. What in the actual, says Shay? This team heartbreaks, says Rod. Yep. I was in the middle of typing how the Canucks could use another goal and then Ratu scored. OMG. Come on, Canucks, says Mohammed. Lankinen grabbing it. Columbus digging away after the whistle. Voronikov needs to get decked in the mouth. Also too short. Thanks, Russ. Think I'll do IB. Yeah, Gary. Huge fan of Don Taylor, too. Yeah, Don Taylor's this amazing guy. Irritable bowel. Russ is 25. What do you mean? Thanks, Big Hog. Keep on spreading that lie. Rod, you just know the Jackets gonna tie it. Rod thinks it's gonna be a tie game pretty quick here. The Canucks could use 2 more goals into the Jackets net by Canucks players before the end of the game, not disallowed. Yeah, Michael Chow getting very, very specific because you got to be. Nah, Russell didn't say emotional damage like he should. Emotional damage. Is that how it said? Place a bet, Rod. Forbort. Fans on a clearing attempt. Columbus battles in the corner with Forbort and Joshua. Joshua can't get the puck. DPD now battling behind the net. Forboard's there now. Now Joshua's back in on the action. DPD hits his man. Canucks manage to get the puck out to center. Ratu dumps it in, and the Canucks will go for a change. Matachuk scores 5-4. Canucks, an ugly goal allowed by Lankinen. Things have gotten ugly goals allowed wise in Canucks land. David, I'm pretty sure every time the Canucks get scored on, you think it's an ugly goal. Thanks, David W. Big Ogaki. Russell equals 23 plus 20 minus 30. Yeah, that makes sense. Uh, 6'4", Big Hog. Was Columbus or area announcer hit by a shrink ray or something? It might be. Yeah. They were on the set of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Calvin and Charlie's feeling sick, and then he's just like, Bluger! Bluger! Whoa, sure, damn, kept that going. Canucks Nation, 7-4 Vancouver over the blowjobs. Gary Wiseman, it's child labor night in Ohio, Michael Chow. Yeah. Or maybe there's some helium in the booth or something. Brock Besser tries to chip it. Can't do it, but follows up and pokes it all the way down to the Columbus zone. 2 evil, says Big Mac. My goodness, this Canucks team. Lankinen covers the puck. Michael Chow, Gary Wiseman, gotta put the kids to work when illegals are all gone. I mean, when you kick, how many people have they deported now? They got to put their kids to work now. Classic. This team likes giving me a heart attack. Yep, Mr. Rainbow Boy. This is very true. Lankinen just covers it. Canucks won the faceoff and then couldn't get the puck to move in their correct direction. Yeah, Ratu scores. And then 21 seconds later, Denton Matejchuk scores. 10:47 left to go in the third period. Canucks Nation, Canucks glow. Canucks glow. Canucks glow. Canucks glow. Garland puts it out to center. O'Connor chips it down low, and the Canucks start a change. Kevin and Charlie, can someone explain why winning in regulation is good for our team? It is just for home ice. What's the point if the Canucks can't play at home? Winning in regulation only matters when they're playing against teams that they're chasing. Jonathan Lekermacki puts the puck down low. Almond collects it behind the net, skates out into the faceoff dot, leaves it for Hughes. He skates down low. He stops on the half boards, turns, skates back up to the blue line, skates to the middle, turns on the blue line, puts the puck towards the net. And that one goes off a foot and gets deflected out by a Columbus stick out to center ice. Quinn Hughes puts it down low for Lekermacki, who tries to get it down low, couldn't get it deep. Forboard at the Canucks blue line, just on the outside, battling to keep it out, but the Columbus Blue Jackets put it down low. Quinn Hughes behind the net, still behind the net. Blue Jackets are now booing. The Blue Jacket fans are now booing again. Yeah, so the Canucks wins against teams that they're not chasing are fine, but if they win in a shootout against, say, Calgary, then it's bad, right? Which they did. Canucks have iced the puck. Or no, the Blue Jackets have iced the puck. Learn the rules, Blue Jackets! Gamer A, why does Canucks always keep on stressing me out? Man, you know, that's what they do. Chico, in case we tie with St. Louis, Calvin, I think. Regulation wins are more valuable if you tie in points. Yeah, true. Because one of the tiebreakers is regulation wins versus wins in regulation overtime. And then the next one, so if you have more regulation wins, you get the tiebreak. If you have more regulation and OT wins, you get the tiebreak. And if you have, then it just goes down to regulation, overtime, and shootout wins. Winning in OT is fine because it's an Eastern team, but I believe if you go deep, wins is one of the tiebreakers. Yeah. Calvin 99 Charlie. Oh, it is for the wild card spot. I see. Yeah. Calvin, it's a tiebreaker if the points are tied in the standings. Yeah. Learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. Big Hog telling the Columbus Blue Jackets to learn the rules. D. Petey collects in the corner, tries to get the puck up the boards, can't get it to go. Brock Besser's behind the net. He rings it up the boards. DeBrusque falls. And then a long shot, but Lankinen makes the save with the glove. Canucks gave it away. Oh my goodness. Big Hog. Every game now, it's a must win, and only teams in the race like the Blues and Flames and Wild. Yeah. Okay. I did say we have one more question in trivia. So we'll quickly go over here during this commercial break and do it for you. All right. Last question of Canucks Trivia, saved for the commercial break. Number 10. Who is the all-time point leader among Vancouver Canucks goaltenders? Okay. Who is the all-time point leader among Vancouver Canucks goaltenders? Is it A, Roberto Luongo, B, Kirk McLean, C, Jacob Markstrom, or D, Richard Brodeur? Who is the all-time point leader among Vancouver Canucks goaltenders? Roberto Luongo, Kirk McLean, Jacob Markstrom, or Richard Brodeur? Hachiko saying B, Kirk McLean. Rome is saying A, Roberto Luongo. Dan Carlo from the Philippines is saying A. Big Hog Hockey saying A. Emmanuel saying A. Big Mac saying King Richard D. Zach is saying A, Roberto Luongo. Dan Carlos saying A. And then Emmanuel saying Roberto Luongo. Nux Nation also saying A, Roberto Luongo. Well, the answer, in fact, is B, Kirk McLean. Kirk McLean with 21 points for the Vancouver Canucks in 516 games. Roberto Luongo with only 10 points. So, who got it right? Hachiko is the only one who got it right. Good job, Hachiko. B, Kirk McLean. All right. Let's hop back over to the bar. Face off lost. Oh, no, the Canucks get a winger win. Oh, no, and then they lost the puck. So they got a winger win and then immediately gave up the puck. Columbus collecting the puck, controlling, putting it in front. O'Connor can't collect it, but Bluger follows up. Now he loses the puck. Sillinger with a shot, and then Columbus scores. The Canucks are just spinning in their own zone. Canucks could have gotten that puck out a million times, and they did not. 5-5. Oh, brother, says KJ. Wow, says Milosh. Hachiko's crying. Big Hog, do it. Thinking about going to UBC for university. Should I? Yep. Oh, goaltender interference. Olivier's in the crease. Goaltender interference. Olivier went in the crease. Are we not going to even challenge that? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Olivier skated through the crease and clipped the back of Lankinen's leg. So that should not be a goal. 5-5 for now, Zach. Dan Carlos says, I knew the third period scares me. Big Hog, I'd go to uni in the States. You have more opportunities. Awful clearing attempts. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. That's no goal. Olivier interacted with Lankinen's leg in the crease. No goal. Yeah, Milosh is saying no goal. This is in Vancouver, Emmanuel. Yeah, Big Mac is saying challenge. Yeah, they're challenging. Goaltender interference for sure. Some Milosh. Yeah, Olivier in the crease. That should be no goal. Dang it, says Mohammed. Spin the wheel. Yeah, Michael Chow. See what they say. No goal, says Zach. Laugh out loud, Rome. Big Hog. Hockey. I went to UBC and look how I turned out. Maybe you should. Woo! No goal! Fuck you, Olivier, you piece of shit. No goal. No way they can call that goal for what they disallowed this year. Yep. That was the toe that they would have made a save on. Hey, Olivier, go fuck yourself. Sit your ass down. You're a goon and you're not good at anything except for causing goaltender interference calls. Olivier, shut your mouth. Hey, Olivier, shut up. SFU gang. Admit it, Russ, you deliberately set up that question knowing everyone would vote for the most popular goalie. I might have. Yay, says the Chico. Yes, says Big Mac. Somewhere back in Toronto, they're furiously playing Jan Ken Pawn over this. What's Jan Ken Pawn? No goal, by the way. I'm 19 years old. Derek Wang, 19 years old. No goal, go, 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 go. Challenge successful. Whoa, 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 Russ, says Big Mac. Yeah, that's a lot of swear jars. Cry more, Olivier, says Milosh. And then Shay's just like clapping. You love to see it. Time for the Canucks goal, please. Swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Yeah, there was some swear jar. There's talk is going to be on this high horse today. Laugh out loud. Haha, for once, chintzy goaltender interference rules work in the Canucks' favor. It's too expensive for here for college or anything here. That's why hockey players isn't doing well. Why is it that, even a question, UBC is one of the best schools in the world? Yeah. Carlson with a weird bounce in front, but couldn't come up with the puck. Columbus coming through with 4 players, puts it off the side of the net. Lekermacki in the corner battling. Horonik's there to support. Columbus comes out with the puck. Hughes is checking his man. Goes down low in the corner. Oman chips it out, but can't get it out. Puck goes to the corner off a save from Lankinen. Shot goes wide off of the leg, I think. Columbus is still buzzing. Hughes can't clear it out. Canucks finally get it out to center. 6:19 left to go in the third period. They're abducting foreign students in America here. Do not come. Sherwood chips it down low. In the corner. Stops, puts it down behind the net. Ratu's there battling with his man. Tries to check him, can't come up with it. Columbus chips it out to center. Joshua puts it over for Ratu. Ratu chips it into the corner. Sherwood moves in on the forecheck, chips it over for Joshua. Joshua collects it in the other corner. Joshua trying to get out. Stops, puts it to the other far point. Shot. Merzlenkin with a save through a crowd. Sherwood and Gabranson get into it. 2:44s. Fantilli slashes Dakota Joshua. Wow, a lot of things went horribly wrong in that sequence for that goal to happen. At Calvin99 Charlie, hell no, do not come to America. Okay, good. Big Hog Hockey, I'd rather go to UBC so that I'd be in Vancouver. Yeah, buddy. Chumps, they got a goal given to them against the Islanders. F the BJs, deserve to lose this one, says Milosh. I agree. Connor Cahill, Olivier did beat the living shit out of Matt Rempe, to be fair. I don't care. Olivier's a little son of a mother. Ducks Nation. No goal, no goal! If a goal, I will explode. Having dinner with Russell in my ear, laugh out loud. What are you having for dinner, Swervin? No goals, says Big Hog. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. And then Nucks Nation is like, learn the rules! Learn the rules! He's a lethal fighter. I know. Wife, honey, why are you laughing? Yeah. I'm glad that I'm making you laugh. See, you got to give your wife the other earbud so she can hear too. Because I can't stand blowing any more leads. Gamer A, you make a good point. Learn the rules. We've done that a trillion times this season. Yep. Giving up leads. Michael Chow, goalie goal. I'm calling it right now. By Vancouver. Nucks Nation. Big Mac. KJ Brazy, university or college has nothing to do with Hockey Canada. We have the WHL, OHL, and the Q. Correct. Why did my PlayStation just turn on? Major Dow showing up, donating a gifted membership, going out. Thank you, Major Dow, for the gifted membership. And congratulations, Mimi. Mimi receiving a very free gifted membership from Major Dow. So you love to see that. Thank you very much, Major Dow. And congratulations, Mimi. Watching from the shadows today. Bold prediction, Michael. And the Nucks Nation says, Dobby, 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 Dobby. And then Big Hog says, make a bet. Michael Chow, yeah, you betcha. Calvin 99 Charlie, Q, U, lol, lol, lol. Jokes. QU. Canucks can fail to get it out of the zone again. Marcus Pettersson battling in the corner. Puck comes to the other corner for Tyler Myers. Werenski. Tyler Myers lifts it. Canucks cannot get it out again. But the pass is missed by a Columbus player. Canucks battling on the half boards now. Besser comes up with it. Besser takes his sweet time. Puts it over for Myers in the corner. Myers puts it over for Suter. Suter taking his time. Skates out to center. Flips it out of play. But he's outside of his own blue line, so it's not a penalty. I'm actually serious. The government here is basically kidnapping students. Connor Gill, Hachiko, well done, by the way, to your San Jose Shark fin soups. F yes, it's Nucks Nation. Hachiko, yeah, 6-5 against the Leafs. Such a good win. Derek Wang, Vancouver is my future hometown. Derek, when are you moving to Vancouver again? Split the winnings with me, says Big Hog to Michael. Lankinen with a save. Olivier standing in front of the net again. Rent near UBC is nuts. That is true. Hachiko, I'll go to UBC and you can roommate with me and you can pay full rent. Deal? Question mark. I'll put $1 in if we bet. Haha, can we? We lose either way. We don't get the money. Just bet donos. Hachiko, deal. Connor Gill, Hachiko, I believe you. You and Ottawa, the only teams to sweep the buds. Sherwood mocks it off the stick and gets it out to center. Canucks change up again. LFG! Big Hog's happy he's going to be living with Hachiko. Forbort in the corner, battling with his man. Puck comes down low. Quinn Hughes can't get it. Bluger, pick up your man. Joe O'Connor gets it out to center. Connor Garland skates in. Shoots. Blocked. Bluger shoots. That one gets saved by Zmerzlik, he puts it to the corner. Trying to keep the play moving. Michael Chow, if there's a goalie goal, I will drink a shot of whiskey in front of me that I was planning on drinking anyways. It's like playing a drinking game, right? I'm playing a drinking game, so I have to drink. Oh no, Carlson just took a penalty. 3:20 left, and Carlson took a tripping call. Goalie goal, $1. Pizza, margarita, ravioli, and Italian sausage. That sounds really good. Leafs loss. Unhappy face, Zach. Yeah. Chef Swervin Irvin. Screenshot it. Can't change your mind now, Hachiko. Don't know hype. Major Dow says says Rome. Santa, I got Chinese takeout. Let's go. Sweet and sour pork. Messier 11 over under on talk booking it to Philly in the offseason since Torts was axed. I don't know if Talkett wants to go there because they're like fully in a rebuild. Rome at Calvin 9 Charlie. Where did you order Chinese from? Did you give up on the rice? Question mark. I do not think that Talkett will go to Philly. Messier. Calvin 99 Charlie. It's a way of saying F you here in Burns Lake. Q boy. Columbus just scored. Calvin 99 Charlie. It's a way of saying F you here in Burns Lake. Q boy. Like huck you type of thing. Let's see this. Went off of Jenner's body and into the net. Second one that went off of him and in. Michael Chow, I love how no matter where you go, there's a Chinese restaurant. Could be in the middle of nowhere and there would be a Chinese restaurant after I finished university. Oh, okay. Deporting students, that's wild, says B-Dog. Calvin 99 Charlie, we have 3 Chinese places here, but I think the one we got is the China Moon. The other one's called Panhandle and Dragon's Palace. Are the Canucks going to challenge this? No, they're not going to challenge it. Canucks Nation, Messier, that's a big question at the moment. And the fact that he won't talk about an extension till after the season is sus, says Canucks Nation. Michael Chow, and somehow the Chinese restaurant, even if it's awful, will be the one of the best restaurants in town. Gary Wise and Michael Chow, if there's a kid behind the counter doing homework, you know it's going to be good. Five now. 3 minutes left to go in the third period. Big kill, boys. No, that we didn't get a big kill. Columbus just scored again. Canucks have absolutely fallen to pieces. Gary Wiseman, so true. Me and Ichigo will roommate together and we'll egg your house every day, Russell. Olivier just scored. Canucks, Calvin 99 Charlie, I was going to ask you if ordered China Moon. Canucks score! Are you kidding me? This team! I can't believe it! On a delayed penalty, the Canucks have tied the game! Atu Ratu! Is that a hat trick? Is that his third goal of the game? No. It's not. It's only his second of the game. Sherwood gets tripped, so it's going to be a delayed penalty. Joshua drives net, puts it out front, and then Ratu jams it in the net. I didn't hear no fucking bell. $2, says Big Mac. 6-6 says Zach. Hachiko, go. Calvin, KJ, go. Bang, says Big Hog Hockey. Go. We answered back, says Derek. Woo, says Matt from the future. KJ Bearsy, what's wrong with Huggy? Big Mac, go. Boom, go. Wait, what? Laughing and crying. Calvin 99 Charlie. Trevor Linden goal. Go. LFG. This is so nuts, says B-Dog. Canucks get it out. My goodness. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the game. in the third period, I should say. Ooh. Oh my God, the emotional roller coaster of this team. Canucks score. My heart is struggling, says Milosh. Me too. Ratu! Michael Chow. This, my friends, is why we put ourselves through torment. The highs, man. Bang. Quinn Hughes, high slot, shoots. Rebound comes out front. Canucks can't come up with the puck, though. Columbus gets it out through center. Dumps it towards Lankinen. Quinn Hughes gets checked almost. Jesus. Quinn Hughes, man. Quinn Hughes is not doing well in his defensive zone. I guess I should update the score. 1:20 left to go. Good stick lift by Bluger. He flips it out to center ice. 1:11 left to go in the period. 2-goal Atu. Lankinen stops the rebound. The Canucks clear it out. It's a rolling puck too, so not going to be enough for icing. And then Major Dow donating a gifted membership. Noah Borneo, watching from the shadows. Haven't seen you comment in a little while. Still in the chat. Noah Borneo getting the free gifted membership from Major Dow. Let's go. Fun times, says Brian Sinclair. Puck goes out for Ratu. He can't collect it. 35 seconds left to go in the third period. Goal, says Mohammed. Damn, Russ, relax. You almost blew a blood vein in your head. I know. Trust me, I know. I can't relax. You think I can relax right now, Calvin? Canucks cannot get the puck out again. Branson. 10 seconds left to go. Tyler Myers can't get the puck out. Lankinen will cover that puck. 4.2 seconds left to go in the third period. The boys gather for a chat. Too bad a goal cancels out the delayed penalty. I know, right? Don't know hype. 6-6 question mark, says Connor Kill. Go Canucks go. Santa is effing rich. Canucks Nation. Okay. WTF. Okay. Huggy is fine. Noah. Go Canucks go. Go Canucks go. Oh my gosh. This is so fun. Great game, says Big Mac. Dan Carlo. Update the score, sir. Thank you. Anyone remember 10-7 versus Minnesota? I do remember that. Canucks Nation, go, go, go. Big face-off coming up here in the Canucks defensive zone. Ratu's lined up, turns the stick around, ends up winning it back. Good job by Ratu. And that is the end of regulation. Oh! Can you believe this chaos, people? Oh my gosh. Lanky. OMG, Canucks, could you not be above average for a sustained period of time? Great save, Lanky. WTF is going on, Rod? I don't know. David W. Connor Gill, I do, as well as a reaction video for Mega Rock's YouTube man to that loss. Amazing hockey. What is going on? Ratu with 2 goals. This is insane. How bad are we playing at times this game? Yep. Absolutely hemmed in. This is amazing. Marty, we're going to overtime. Matt from the future. Oh man, I'll be here, but I have to change my phone. Canucks are ridiculous sometimes. No kidding, Aces, Gary Wiseman, Connor Gill, David I got to see. Rod, they're so bad in OT. So bad. OT, never boring, says Swerve and Irvin. That is accurate. I love playing that rugby. I love that rugby play. Big, huge yikes at the end. Ratu will come in OT. Yeah, the rugby play at the end to keep the puck on the boards by Ratu, wins the faceoff, takes it to the boards. What are we watching? Oh, the last time the Canucks and the Columbus Blue Jackets went to overtime. March 28th, 2002? On March 28th, eh? Pass it to Ratu. Hashtag pass it to Ratu. Ratu. Does Ratu get overtime? Connor Hill. Nothing is perfect. You talk about the fight for the last playoff wildcard spot. Shouldn't those pesky Oilers start looking over their shoulders? Yeah, absolutely, Connor. They should. So who scores in overtime? Russ, the poll has been up long enough. Yes, and the poll. 44% of you think that Kudratsev will make the make the NHL. Ratu is like a prisoner that got a glimpse of sunlight and swore he was never going back to that hole again. Milosh says, go Canucks, go. We got Suter, Bluger, and Garland out to start. No, sorry, Suter, Hughes, and Garland to start. Canucks lose the face-off in overtime. I'll give you a countdown here. 52, 51. Oh, that's gone. Columbus carries it in. 3-on-2 now. Good. Hughes steals it. Does he have the juice? Quinn Hughes in. Deeks. Save by Merzlikins. 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. RoboCop out of control. Rome says OT winner by Besser. Leckermack, says Rod. Katie, so close. Frick. PD for goal or Wensky. Jenner shoots it wide. Puck comes behind. Hughes collects it. He puts it behind the net for Besser. Canucks are going to change one player. Besser and Hughes are out there. Jake DeBrusk is out there now, skating through center. Hughes goes to the bench. DeBrusk puts it for Hronek. And then Hronek gives it back to him. Brock Besser puts it over for DeBrusk. DeBrusk puts it back for Besser. Besser walks the blue line. DeBrusk, get back, boys. Get back. Skate hard. Skate hard. Go, 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 Besser. You got this. You got this. The Columbus Blue Jackets put it to the side and lose the puck to Besser. Good job, Besser. He finally figured it out in overtime. I thought he wasn't going to get back, and he got back, boys. Brock Besser, thank you. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Kiefer Sherwood drops it. Leckermack drops it. Kiefer Sherwood skates over the blue line, drops it. Quinn Hughes waits, shoots. Merzlikins makes a save and then falls down. He might be fighting something. Did Kiefer Sherwood run into Merzlikins? Well, he's not in the crease. It's not a penalty. He wasn't in the crease. What are they going to call it? Sherwood wasn't looking, skated through the top of the crease and clipped Merzlikins, but he was outside of the crease. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to call anything, but Merzlikins not happy about it, obviously. Get clipped there in the feet. Sherwood clipped him outside of the crease, though, so... What are you doing, Chief? Says KJ. Quinn Hughes, just not a lot of juice there. Tries to get it under Merzlikins, but couldn't get it to go. Yeah, good play by Quinn Hughes to keep it out of front of the net, too. Faceoff is going to be in the Columbus zone. Swerving arrow. Good Lord, if you told me at the start of the season the OT stars would be those three. Yeah, can you imagine? WTFs. Holy F. What the F did I miss? Chaos. Absolute unbridled chaos. The refs are not happy. They're chanting, refs, you suck. Columbus brings it back out to center. 2:22 left to go in overtime. Columbus brings it back out to the center. Yeah, it looks like Columbus has changed. Pius Suter does well. Ends up coming up with the puck thanks to Garland, who does some good work there in the Columbus zone. Garland drops it. Quinn Hughes has to take it outside of the zone. Jonathan Lekermacki skates, drops it for Sherwood. Sherwood shoots. Merzlikin with the save. And then Quinn Hughes collects the puck at center after Columbus dumps it. Now Quinn Hughes with a move. Skates down low. Gets poke checked. Quinn Hughes skates it back out of the zone. Lekermacki calling for the puck. Gives it over for Sherwood. Sherwood skates with some speed. Stops. Puts it up for Lekermacki. Lekermacki drops it for Hughes. Hughes skates down. Top the face-off dot. Drops it for Sherwood. Sherwood skates down low. Tries to drop it underneath Merzlikins, but Merzlikins makes the save. Go Canucks, go, says Milosh. Go Vancouver, go, says Zach. I forgot my breadsticks in the oven and they are burnt, says Chico, crying. Quinn Hughes with a little pick, and then Sherwood tries to just get it under Merzlikins, but he covers it. Lekermacki standing on the top of the crease. Hachiko, it's okay. Mallard reaction. The Canucks have called a timeout to give Quinn Hughes a rest. My goodness. I'm sorry. I can't even read chat right now. The game is too intense. WTF. Yeah. So funny because by the time the camera panned over, all I saw is Merzlikins falling down all by his lonesome. Laugh out loud. KJ, I need to pack a bowl. Ew. Rare L by Hachiko. Yeah. Ratu on the faceoff, I think. Hughes is out there too. So they're going with Ratu, Hughes, and Hronek. 2 defensemen. Oh my gosh. Rip Hachiko's breadsticks. This is hockey, says Big Mac. Oh, the drama, says Matt from the future. Michael Chow, a goalie goal in OT would be pretty epic. Hashtag breadsticks. Oh no, the breadsticks, says Next Nation. Oh, Ratu almost got it. And Ratu's going to go back to the bench. Columbus skates it in. Baster's on the ice now. Lankinen with the save. And then Jenner's jabbing away at Lankinen again. Oh no, if Ratu scores, won't count as a hat trick as an OT. No, it would still count. F them breadsticks. No, that's a hat, he says Swerve and Irvin. Great save, Lankinen, says KJ. Swerve and Irvin. Kessler's first hat trick was scored in OT. Versus Columbus. Weird. Quinn Hughes takes it back behind his net, gets shoved, almost falls. Comes up with the puck, stops. Puts it back for Suter. Suter with 40 seconds left in overtime. Drops the puck. Connor Garland carries it, turns, skates back. 32 seconds left to go in overtime. Connor Garland skates in. Connor Garland moves towards the blue line, skates down low. He's going to turn it back. Quinn Hughes stops at the blue line, skates over the blue line, skates to the middle. Stutter step, skates to the middle, puck to the front. Canucks have to get back. Okay, so the period is over. Oh my gosh, OT is over. We're going to a shootout, kids. We're going to a shootout. Oh, it still counts. Okay, I thought they changed it. Ratu replaced by Besser. Not sure that's the right call. I think Ratu was only out there for the face-off, pretty much. Oh, Jovo Cop. Quinn Hughes. Garley. Let's go, boys. It'd be like 6-2 if Demmer started. Laugh out loud. Jonah running over that player celebrating. Yeah, that was funny. Garley scores an OT. He did not, unfortunately. Nux Nation. MPD didn't even make it on the ice. Rod, I'm going to go with CBJ, though, because we suck at OT. Suter, Bluger, and Garland. That's a deadly trio. PD question mark. Laugh out loud. Which one? Looking forward to the next Canucks game, but I plan to check out some post-game streams. Enjoy this In-game commentary stream, live stream though. Thank you, David. There's 3 PDs. Come on, boys, get those 2 points. A what? Go Canucks, go, says Milosh. Calvin and Charlie, 12 goals scored. Defense is not here today. Gamer A, no way we're going into another shootout. Gamer A, big one. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Canucks did classic basketball run out the clock play. Yep. What's Lankinen's record in the shootout? 2 shootouts in 3 games. Shootout! Come on, Lanky, says B-Dog. Swerve and Irvin should have put Paul Dano out in OT. They did. They put him out for that last faceoff. Let's go Knox is Maximum Maximus 2009. Welcome Maximum Maximus. Columbus on their first shot. Columbus scores on their first shot. Sherwood in overtime. Maximum Maximus 2009. Welcome. Blue Jackets have a lot of good shooters. Let's go Lanky, says Muhammad. DeBrus taking the next shot. Hope the Canucks can make Merzlikins break his stick like Markstrom, says Rome. Oh my gosh. 6-6 in the shootout. DeBrusque with the Canucks first shot. I think I just ripped my shirt more. DeBrusque in. Misses. Merzlikins waves his glove. And Tilly taking the second shot for Columbus. C Money Gaming. Come on, Canucks. Welcome, C Money Gaming. Nice to have you. Lankinen makes a save. No, Borneo, this game is crazy. It is. It is crazy. See Money Gaming as a Canucks fan. Rip Johnny. Yeah, hell yeah. Connor Garland taking a shot. Merzlikins stops it. So Lankinen needs to stop this one. WTF was that, Jake? Oh, I got a member. Let's go, Lanky. Jake the Small Snake DeBrusque. Marchenko taking the next shot. Lankinen's got to stop it or the game is over. Lankinen makes a save. Okay. Who we put in for a third shooter? Who's the third shooter? Russ, if your T rips anymore, you can see your nips and it's going to be not suitable for work. Lecker Mackey with the third shot. Oh, my TV just turned off. My TV literally just turned off for no reason in the middle of that shot. Columbus wins. Oh, yeah. Hashtag at least we got a point, right? Matt from the future, KJ. F says Milosh. GG says Big Mac. Hachiko crying. No, at least you got a point. Hashtag at least we got a point. Ah, mercy me. All right. Dustin. Hashtag at least we got a point.
A weird deployment by Tocchet on the shootout, but who am I to judge? I would have gone with maybe Ratu, who had a very hot hand tonight. also forcing him to change so quickly in overtime after he was out there for face-off duty. Just that dinosaur stuff where you don't let your young guys flourish. Also, Lekermacki on his shootout attempt looked like he was thinking too much, because clearly he's been told to curb his swagger a little bit. I was worried that was coming after the interview with Demko. And him saying he would need to speak to him about twirling his stick, but that's the type of confidence that you want in your young players. And it just looked like he was thinking about that when he picked up the puck and almost bobbled it, and didn't have nearly as effective as a shootout attempt as he did in New Jersey. Just a really tough way to give up the extra point there. Silver lining, it is an Eastern opponent. The downside is it doesn't really help us in the wild card race. We're still now 4 points behind St. Louis, so we are going to need some help from them falling back. But pretty frustrating. Who got trotted out there for that shootout? You got all that youth, and you look at the young guys on Columbus that went and scored. Right, like the move Kent Johnson made and stuff like that. You got to figure that some of our younger guys have that kind of creativity in the toolbox. Just
Tyler Myers scored a shorthanded goal.
Pardon?
Tyler Myers scored a shorthanded goal.
Yeah, that was beautiful. But the top two lines had real tough time defensively tonight. Top two lines, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Bluger had a really rough night in the defensive end. And then Besser, DeBrusque, and Suter also struggled mightily in the defensive end tonight. I really like the chemistry that Ratu, Sherwood, and Joshua line is starting to find. 2 games in a row now. They're really looking effective. Ratu really doing a great job coming in and providing some offense. 2 really good goals tonight at very important times. But again, really frustrating that we can't hold a lead. You know, we're up 3-0 at one point, and then up 5-3 at one point. So, pretty uncharacteristic given the way the Canucks have been defensively. However, Columbus is a very skilled young team with a lot of speed, and do this often. This is not uncharacteristic of the Blue Jackets to come from behind and score a lot of goals. They're young, and they're fighting just as much as we are for a playoff spot. So a huge victory for them. But and probably not Lankinen's greatest game. Looked a little rusty. There was one shot there that I think the fourth Columbus goal or third Columbus goal. I really felt like it was the third Columbus goal. I really felt like he saw it all the way, and it just kind of beat him. So that was a tough one. Good challenge on the Olivier to get that called back. There's definitely incidental contact there where Lankinen wasn't able to make the save. I like the no call in overtime as well when Sherwood accidentally clipped Merzlikins because he wasn't in his crease. Sherwood was well within his space to just continue through his path, and so that was a good one. Just special teams did a good job tonight. A tough one. Tough one to swallow.
Swerve and Irvin
what did you feel?
Donated $2.79. The swirl is his routine, not a taunt.
Exactly, and it threw him out of his routine by being told by older players that it shouldn't be done. So
no fun, Vancouver.
He has been doing it all year down in Abbotsford, and no one has complained. Does it one time up here, and the fans love it, but one surly veteran in the dressing room doesn't agree, and then you can see how the culture has been. with a comment like that, it rubbed me the wrong way, actually. I didn't like Demko saying it. It came across as very smug and arrogant, and it's exactly what you want to see a rookie doing, having confidence, coming in with that kind of swagger. That's what this team has needed. And to have a goalie who has pretty much not really played all season come out and say that about a young prospect bothered me.
Yeah. Hey, Demko, how about you learn to be healthy before you start talking to Lechermacki about his stick twirl? Because crazy thing, he scored after he twirled his stick. So maybe shut the fuck up, Demko, which I don't think I'd ever thought I'd say. But seriously, let the kid do what he's doing. Because it's like you're the guy who has your routines, Demko. You want to suddenly have someone say, oh, change your routine. It's like, no, shut your mouth. Let the kid do what he wants. And that's kind of, it's the same thing. Like, why is Atu Ratu not starting overtime? He's already got 2 goals. He literally is the reason you're in overtime. And then you don't put him out there until you need him for a face-off and then force him to come off right away. Like, you got to be shitting on me.
Yeah, I have no clue why the shootout wasn't Besser, Ratu, Lechermacki. Like, it should have been your 3. Honestly, I don't know why they weren't leading off with Lechermacki after the way he scored last game. He should have been the first one in the shootout.
Yeah, 3 goals in 2 games.
What he was doing trotting DeBrusque out there is beyond me. And it's the whole like, well, these guys make good moves in practice. It's like, well, they're not practicing against an away goalie. They're practicing against their goalies. So it's idiotic.
DeBrusque attempt in overtime was terrible anyways, right? Like, you're trying to do like the Datsuk flip thing over, and it didn't end up being a flip. It just ended up being a weak ass shot into a blocker.
Yeah. I mean, like, I love what Tocchet has brought to this team in terms of structure defensively, but if he truly re-signs as our coach, there needs to be an agreement that someone else gets to pick the offensive coordination. And it needs to be someone he's going to listen to, because he clearly, him and Yogi clearly don't have it figured out. And they get real lucky a lot of the time.
Yeah. So now with that loss, the Vancouver Canucks are going to require St. Louis to lose 2 games for them to be able to catch them, because now we are, like you said, 4 points behind, only 1 game in hand. So we need St. Louis to lose at least 2, and that would mean that the Vancouver Canucks would also have to win every single game for the rest of the year. That is the one overtime loss they can have. They cannot have any more overtime losses. They can maybe have one loss, but for the last 9 games, they essentially need to go 8-1, or they're not going to make the playoffs with the way that St. Louis is playing. Does St. Louis keep up this pace?
It's hard to say. I mean, injuries can change things so quickly in this league, but you never know what can happen on any night. I mean, it's just, we saw Brad Marchand play in a Panthers jersey tonight for the first time. And so crazy things are happening all over the league.
All right, Dustin, this might be the hardest one ever. 3 stars of the game.
That's what she said.
Yeah. 7-6 shootout win for Columbus. What is the 3 stars?
Oh man.
Do you want a little hint? They're all 3 Columbus players.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say they're all Blue Jackets.
It's a 7-6 game, and then all Columbus, because who cares about the Canucks, right?
So we're gonna go with Boone Jenner.
Mm-hmm. Old Bruce Jenner.
Dante Fabro.
Yeah.
And Matthew Olivier.
Booyah. You got it. Boone Jenner gets the first star for having 2 pucks bounced off of him into the net. So good job by Boone Jenner, right? And then Fabro's unreal, so I have no problem with that. But Olivier, are you effing kidding me? That goon, right? Unbelievable that's the. And then it's not like the Canucks had a bunch of guys who had a bunch of goals. It's not like Atu Ratu had 2 goals, right? Like, Pia Suter has 3 assists. Kiefer Sherwood has 3 assists, right?
Yeah.
And then even Quinn Hughes with the 2 assists as well, right? But no, of course, not a single Vancouver Canucks deserves to be in the top 3 best of the game tonight, I guess.
Nope. They lost. They suck. All of them.
Yeah. Fire the coach, fire the GM, trade them all to Quebec.
I mean, like the one thing that is promising, like looking at it, is if some of these guys from Abbotsford can fill a lot of the holes next season, we can save a lot of money in the cap world and allow us to position better for some of these contracts, like Quinn Hughes extension and stuff like that. So that's one thing that has been really good out of this, forcing to let them play, and really that Ratu Carlson doing a really good job right now of filling in and doing the things they've been asked. Carlson with a tough penalty. Fantilli was with a good move on him in the neutral zone there and got his stick tied up, and yeah, that was the one power play goal they managed to get. But other than that, pretty clean game.
Kiefer Sherwood up to 18 assists so far this year. Might be able to still get up to that 20 goal mark as well. Then Pius Suter also hitting the 20 assist mark. So he's got 3 assists tonight, 18, 19, and 20. So Pius Suter now has over 20 goals and 20 assists. How much do you think it's going to cost to re-sign that gentleman?
It won't be cheap.
I mean,
it won't be cheap.
He's the
He'll
number
have
one
a lot
center,
of suitors. Right? He'll have a lot of suitors on July 1st. A lot of suitors for Suter.
For the PPU?
Yeah, but the more he scores, the more offense he puts up, the higher the price goes. So of the two UFAs, it's hard because Besser is starting to show more signs of being a more dynamic player. However, do I trust that he can consistently be that player? It's tough because you compare the type of money that he's asking for, $8 million, and we talked about Bo Horvat last game, and he makes $8.5 million, and he has had 4 straight 30-goal seasons. Brock Besser has one season where he scored 40 goals.
Yeah.
And has never scored 30 goals in any other season in his NHL career. So tell me how in the market, when you see other players and their production, how it's not an emotional response by a lot of fans thinking he deserves a certain amount of money just because of the loyalty he's given to the team. Don't get me wrong. Brock Besser has the ability to be an elite scorer in the NHL, but he needs an elite playmaker beside him to do that, having their best year. So that's where it's like, you look at the second half of this game. Yeah, I praised Brock in the first intermission, and he had one really great back check in overtime.
He finally did it. Third time, he finally got it.
But in between all of that, the second period, third period, really poor play in his own end defensively. And then also not being able to drive the play down to the other end of the ice. So that's where it's tough for me to throw that type of money at him when he's not as a consistent a performer as other people around the league that you could definitely use that $8 million in a more beneficial way than overcommitting to someone who's been injury prone and has had inconsistencies, been known to be a streaky player. There's only one good season. So it's, if you remove the emotions aside and everything that he means to the organization and think of it strictly as a business thing, I just don't see how the Canucks can pay what he's going to be asking.
Face-off dot was a problem again tonight. I just pulled it up here. The Vancouver Canucks, Kiefer Sherwood had 100% the face-off dot, but that was just because he was coming in for relief. For the 4 centers that are regulars in the faceoff dot, Ratu, Bluger, Amon, and Suter, Ratu's the only one that was over 50%. He's at 53.3%. Bluger's 39, Amon's 25, and Pew Suter at 18% in the faceoff dot. This was a problem tonight because the Canucks were having a real hard time getting control of the puck and keeping it out of their own end, especially in that third period. So again, why was Ratu not starting that overtime? Because they lost the faceoff off the initial faceoff as well.
Yeah, and if he's a good enough face-off guy to throw out there at the end of overtime when you have to get a face-off win, why aren't you utilizing him that more so in the rest of the game as well? And again, I've talked about line deployment and the use of the offensive tools that we have, and it is just a skill that Rick Tocchet does not possess as a coach. It is what it is. Like, I get what he has done, and I get that he did win the Jack Adams last year, but I think a lot of that had to do with some overhang from the offensive teachings from Boudreau. And then also you had Mike Yeo and Jason King still on the bench. And then when they left, the offense kind of seemed to go with them. Tocchet promoted from within, a guy who's never really coached at the NHL level. He's been a skills development guy. Like, it's just, it's the, there's a guy, actually, an account on Twitter. His name's Sapster. And he does a ton of actual breakdown of the statistics of Tocchet's coaching, all from also in Arizona, and his past downfalls when it comes to offense, and just the deployment and things and the statistics and the numbers. And it's just the offensive numbers don't lie. And it's really difficult to continue to defend him as a coach when that's such an important part of a championship team, is being able to get those goals in overtime when you really need them. Regardless of what player personnel you have at your disposal, you need to find a way to maximize the skill sets of the ones you have left.
Is this the guy you're talking about? Sapster?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone can see on screen if you want to check him out.
But yeah, he does a lot of breakdown of Tocchet's coaching and the power play and percentages, and you'll see what I've kind of been harping at all year. He does a good job of putting it into numbers and statistics, whereas I'm better at kind of talking out what I feel like Tocchet's shortfalls are.
So would you say, I'm a people person, I work with the people?
Something like that, yeah.
The Vancouver Canucks lose in a shootout, putting even more pressure on them to win a lot more games moving forward. We got the Winnipeg Jets on Sunday, a nooner. What does Canucks Logic say about that game?
Tough one. The last time we played them, we still had PD and Höglander in the lineup. A very depleted lineup. It is going to be David versus Goliath type of game. It's one thing to trot into New Jersey, New York, and Columbus with 5 AHLers in your lineup. It's another thing to walk into Winnipeg like that. Can't have the defensive breakdowns like we had tonight. Ehlers and Connor will eat us alive with their speed. So yeah, it's going to have to be 100% from everybody, no mistakes. Demko is going to have to be at his best, and we'll see. It might be one of those ones where the Canucks have to hope for a goalie steal. Maybe they win the game, 2-1 or something like that. But it's definitely going to be an important one to stay focused and keep Winnipeg to the outside. Don't force it, and they will have to capitalize on the 1 or 2 mistakes that the Jets hopefully make.
If you're in charge, are you making any lineup changes for the Canucks with the players that are available? Mancini and Sasson were both sitting in the sidelines tonight.
Yeah, I think Carlson's due for a game off. He did have a good game tonight, but I think again, I like giving the young guys a couple and then taking them out because they're not used to this. These are intense games. These are important games, and it's a heavy workload. I'd like to see Sasson come in and be able to provide a little help at center as well when needed, and maybe get the Bluger line shuffled up a bit because that line really looked real bad tonight defensively. And with Bluger struggling so much in the face-off dot, they're really becoming a bit of a liability on the ice at 5-on-5.
Yeah,
especially against quick teams. So Sasson's speed obviously is a huge benefit as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this flu bug. Sasson was called up under emergency circumstances, so I don't know what that'll mean for Saturday or for Sunday's afternoon game, but we'll hopefully see a bit of a change up because I wasn't really happy with the way two of the lines really were going tonight.
Yeah, I'm still a little surprised that they didn't. If Bluger was that close to not being able to play, you bring Sasson all the way up. I don't know why they don't just put a guy who's got some fresh legs and no flu in there too, right? So
yeah, I would have liked to seen that happen tonight, but again, just weird stuff.
it was a very weird night. I gave up on the season 4 times during that game and then was back up on my high horse. So like I said, emotionally exhausted, Dustin.
It's been an entire year of that. 73 games of exhaustion so far. 9 more left. We can do this.
The Abbotsford Canucks are just about to get underway down there in San Jose, so we'll update you guys on the score from that game, and then as well they're playing again tomorrow at 3:00. So we'll get you guys updated on both of the Abbotsford Canucks games during the Winnipeg game. You're going to be there for the Winnipeg game for the first intermission?
I will be there.
Perfect. People would miss you if you weren't.
Oh, stop it.
Is there anything you want to say to the people before I let you go, buddy?
Thanks for hanging in there, chat. That was a roller coaster game, up and down, obviously. Very tough loss. Did get a point, so we do stay alive for now in the playoff race. Let's see if maybe St. Louis can get a loss tomorrow, and that would be helpful. But we definitely need to hope for some of those losses, because if that doesn't happen, we're pretty much hooped.
Truth. Awesome, Dustin. Well, it's an early one today, so you can enjoy your Friday night with the ladies. So have some fun, and we'll talk to you on Sunday, brother.
You too. We'll talk to you then.
Dustin Boydell, everyone stopping by for a post-game show, trying to keep us all sane here, which is hard to do these days with the Vancouver Canucks. Very hard to keep sane. That was an absolutely insane game. It was all over the place. So let's update this so you can see. Oh, that is still trivia. We don't want trivia on the screen right now. The Vancouver Canucks now have 81 points, as you can see. They have moved up to within 4 points of the Columbus Blue Jackets, but they're now 2 games up on, or 2 points up on Calgary, but they're also they've played 2 more games than Calgary as well. So there's a very real chance that Calgary could pass the Canucks within the next couple games. St. Louis as well, obviously playing 74 games, having 85 points. So let's say the Canucks win that extra game. That puts the Canucks up to 83 points. So they actually require St. Louis to lose at least 3 games now. It used to be 2. Now they need them to lose 3. And St. Louis has 8 games left. So that we need the St. Louis Blues to go 5-3 for the Vancouver Canucks to have a chance of making the playoffs. Scoreboard watch. The Jets are absolutely beating the snot out of the Devils right now. The Blackhawks are beating the Golden Knights in the second intermission. The Rangers are beating the Ducks for some reason. And then the Hurricanes absolutely beat the snot out of the Canadians. And then the Utah Hockey Club also getting 1 point against the Florida Panthers. So that's why you did see Montreal actually move out of their playoff spot now, because they played more games. So Columbus has taken that spot. And then, like I said, St. Louis is still up. So now the Canucks are 5 points back of Minnesota and 5 points back of Edmonton, but have played one more game than Edmonton as well. Back to the bar. Yeah. Anarchy, chaos. This is Canucks hockey. This is what we signed up for, right? Oh my gosh, this is what we signed up for, isn't it? Just absolute chaos. Let's see. Talk about some donos because there was a bunch of donos tonight. Major Dow donating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gifted memberships. So Major Dow donating a gifted membership on every single Vancouver Canucks goal tonight. Big Mac donating $1 into the swear jar and then donating $2 into the swear jar because he swore both times. And then Big Mac, I didn't hear no bell, with another $2 dono. Thank you, Big Mac. So Big Mac with a total of $5 in donos. And then Swervin' Irvin with a $279 dono. The swirl is his routine, not a taunt. Oh my goodness. Vancouver Canucks lose in the shootout to the Vancouver Canucks. See, that's how the shootout graphic should be done, Amazon. Oh my gosh, says Katie. Why can't someone learn Datsuk's move during the shootout? Well, I mean, it looked like DeBrusque was maybe thinking about it, and then he just like screwed it up. He didn't get enough height on his puck, so. Swervin' Irvin. Kuzi probably not in the NHL next year. Yeah, he's probably going back to the KHL. Zach saying, let's go Leafs. Rome says, what? Brain fart. I forgot about that. Kuzmenko not in Philly anymore. Oh my goodness. Wow. I don't even know what to say, says Jake Sexton. Shea, Blues need to cool off for the Canucks to have a chance. Yeah, Shea, you're right. Katie, seems like the whole season has been deja vu. Yep. NHL is gunning for Columbus playoff feel. Good story. I'm telling you, I knew this was coming. Milos shouldn't have had this one yet again. Should have had this one yet again. Hype Swervin. Swear jar. Mulder Scully, 2 more losses and you can stop your streaming. I wish, man. I already said Mulder Scully. I said I was going to stream every single Vancouver Canucks game. So even if they get knocked out of playoff contention, we're going to still stream every single game. Might be a chance to see some of the young guys get some more time. So, yeah. We will be live on Sunday for the Canucks game versus the Winnipeg Jets. It's going to be another battle. It should be a tough one, but we'll see what the Canucks can do. Yeah. What a weird game. What a weird way to finish that game, eh? All right. Like I said, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Dobby, for being so cute. Thank you to my wife for letting me have this set up in our house. Thank you to Dustin for stopping by for the first intermission of the postgame show. Thank you to everyone for participating in the Canucks Trivia. Yeah. My name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And make sure that you make good choices.